Hey, we welcome you into Hal Henard Gymnasium for the final regular season game of the year. We welcome you into senior night here at Hal Henard. It's Greenville and Dobyns-Bennett. We welcome those listening on 99.5 FM WGRV and watching across our Green Sports Zone socials through Facebook Live, the YouTube page. You can find out more info about all of the postseason through greensportszone.com. We welcome you into this simulcast and welcome in to the Gary's Paint and Body pregame show. Jeff, just be a little loose on your break going into a break. Just a little bit loose after you play a music bumper or...
Here's a twist on your typical banking options. What if instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you had one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon. Big bank muscle with small bank hustle. Big bank convenience and small bank connection. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all to help you on the road to your horizon.
Later tonight, it's Greenville and Dobyns-Bennett doubleheader. First for the girls, the Dobyns-Bennett Lady Indians and the Greenville Lady Devils. Dobyns-Bennett enters here tonight 16-11. They will finish 3-5 in their league. And they got off to a bit of a struggle through the start of last season. They really struggled without Caroline Hill. Couldn't find a score. They went 9-21 from a season ago, but this year they opened up different, completely opposite. 12-3 wins against Elizabeth and Cherokee, George Wythe, Abingdon, winners of 4 of their last 6. 2 losses occurred in Destin, Florida. And then they kind of hit a wall here, right here at the end. Well, most of that was because, and thanks to, conference season. They go through the Greenville contest where they trailed big in that game and rallied and really thought they may be able to turn the corner. But then they fell to Morristown East and West Ridge, being West and Science Hill. They won AC Reynolds January 28th, in which they celebrated basically senior night that night. The Cherokee game they had to cancel to get in their conference schedule against East, in which they lost by overtime. And then they really turned it around. A win against West Ridge, an upset victory there. The loss against Morristown West, and then the surprising loss to Science Hill. They scored 74 in their win against Elizabethton in their last game, and that is their season best in points scored this year. They are being led by a freshman in Reese Hazelton. You're going to enjoy watching her play, inside-outside game, a little bit of everything, a little bit like Chloe Marsh back in the day of Greenville. And it's tough for me to say back in the day, but she has basically the full package. Rebounds it, she shoots it well, she shoots off the dribble well, and again, a stroke like Lauren Bailey from three-point territory as well. Just a 5'10 freshman, the player leading this team this year for Dobyns-Bennett. When we return, we'll have more of our Gary's Paint Body pregame, Greenville and Dobyns-Bennett. This is Lady Devil Basketball, driven by Gateway Ford Nissan, presented by Green Sports Zone and Radio Greenville Sports.
For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has proudly served the Tri-Cities with a personal touch, because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet repairs to full plumbing repiping, we have the experience and expertise to get the job done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect solution for your home. Our technicians stand behind their work and always leave your space clean and spotless. Looking for a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours. So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money.
Those are the changes. We welcome you back into the Gary's Paint Body pregame show tonight. Greenville and Dobyns-Bennett in the final game of the year for both of these teams ahead of the postseason play. For the Greenville Lady Devils in their last game, they shot 61% for the game, had 22 assists on 27 made shots. They blew out Volunteer 67-17. Greenville forced 26 points. They scored 42 points off of those turnovers. They were led by Briley Tulloch, who had a 28-point game. She had 29 in the first meeting against Volunteer. Maria Lai throwing in 16. Greenville held Volunteer to 15 points last season in their final meeting of the year. So in each of the last 2 seasons, the Lady Devils in the modern era of basketball have held somebody under 15 points. There was a school, James White Academy, that Greenville held to 9 points in one of Coach Watts' earlier season games. This year, Greenville limiting Volunteer 4 points in the first quarter, 2 points in the second, 5 in the third, and 6 in the fourth in that last meeting. Now, the last time they took on Dobyns-Bennett, they had a 28-9 lead at the break, January 9th. But Dobyns-Bennett mounted a furious comeback in the second half, outscoring Greenville 39-24 and erasing a 20-point third-quarter deficit. They eventually tied the game in the fourth quarter. Briley Tulloch was in and out of the game, didn't have a lot of minutes on the floor, some foul trouble. She would seal the game, though, at the stripe. She went 4 for 4 at the stripe to give Greenville their third straight win against Dobyns-Bennett. Greenville shot just 36% for the game and were just 1 of 20 from 3. Maria Lyde led the charge with 20, 14 of those, though, in the first half. Briley Tulloch had 10 points in the victory. Speaking of Briley Tulloch, she's a 2,000-point career scorer, averaging 19.6 points a game this year, 8.2 rebounds, and 6.4 assists this season. She has scored 20 or more in 17 of 27 games this year and scored that 35-point game and that 18-point come-from-behind victory in the Ladies Classic against Albertville, Alabama. She was named to the All-Tournament team. She then put up 33 in the overtime victory against Science Hill. On top of that, she's recorded 4 triple-doubles this season, the latest against Science Hill. In the Watts era, that feat has been accomplished 8 times, and 5 of them have happened this year. Against, for Tulloch, Abingdon, Albertville, Alabama, Cherokee, and Science Hill, Julia Woolsey against George White. The latest prior to this year, Kyla Jobe last year, recorded it against this Dobyns-Bennett team. Anna Shaw recorded a triple-double against Volunteer. Chloe Marsh recorded one against South Green in that 3 overtime game. And Sydney Lawler was the first recorded triple-double in the Watts era against Unicoi County in that regional quarterfinal, a 42-point, 16-rebound, 10-assist game in that contest. Coach Watts is moving in on a milestone. She needs just 2 more wins to secure her 600th career coaching victory in high school and college. 434 career high school wins, 164 career collegiate victories for this Lady Devil team, who, oh, by the way, claimed their 11th regular season crown. It is the 4th straight regular season title. It is the 2nd time in the 4-on-4 era that the Greenville Lady Devils have won 4 straight titles, with the last being from the 2001-2009 era, in which they won 8 straight, It was their 12th straight. It was their 12th regular season title for this Lady Devil team. And more on Briley Tulloch as we go back to her. Of course, she made the transfer here to Greenville this year from David Crockett, all-time leading scorer in David Crockett history. And then she scored her 2,000th point in the game against Bearden, in which she needed a half-court heave at the buzzer to get it right on the number for her 23rd point, if you will. So if you add it up, if she was to play all of her career here and bring those points with her, and that assumes she would have scored all of those points as well. Of course, you know, she would have been a freshman during the Fab 5 era, during Lauren Bailey, Chloe Marsh, Lindy, Tambrin, and Martin. You know, those were here. She would have been on the floor, but as a freshman, maybe not have had the numbers that she had at David Crockett there. Still, if you add up all the numbers, she would be the 2nd leading scorer in Greenville High School history at just now over 2,500 points. She just attained that in the last game, 2,503 points. That puts her 91 points back of the all-time leading scorer in Sydney Lawler here at Greenville High School history. Pretty impressive. We'll talk about this series history when we return with more of our Gary's Paint Body pregame. Greenville and Dobyns-Bennett. This is Lady Devil basketball, driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WGRV and Green Sports Zone.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hardworking equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
In Greenville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference. At the Main Brand Hair Company,
we wrangle your tangles!
Greenville Dobyns-Bennett here tonight in the modern era of basketball. It will be meeting number 58. Greenville does lead this all-time series 32-25, and they have won 3 straight. You go back to that 79-80 era, or that year, that particular year. Greenville won at 44-35. In the second game, Dobyns-Bennett took a 36-32 lead. Dobyns-Bennett, at any time during this series, has never won more than 6. Greenville has never won more than 7, and the last coming from the 2002 to the 2008 campaign. Played 3 times in that 2008 era, in which they played in the Ladies Classic. They turned right around and lost a surprising game in Greenville here at Hal Henard to Dobyns-Bennett, and then won the next meeting. Dobyns-Bennett would then win 8 of the next 10, and then from 2020, Greenville would win 5 straight. Dobyns-Bennett would win the next 4 straight. Of course, a lot of that had to do with the success that they had with that sharpshooter in Caroline Hill, who has continued her collegiate career at Carson Newman. But then the Fab Five kind of took over a little bit there during that time. They did have a bit of a struggle, but they were able to mount 2 victories during that era. Greenville and Dobyns-Bennett meeting here on Senior Day. The last meeting January 9th. 52-48, Greenville knocking off Dobyns-Bennett. They led that game, though, by 20, 1 minute into the 4th quarter. They had the game tied as Hazelton and company went absolutely crazy and knocked on and nearly came back and won that contest. Took the lead late, but Greenville was able to knock it down. Dobyns-Bennett has lost 3 straight to the Lady Devils, but prior to that had won 4 straight. Overall for the Lady Devils, a disappointing loss on the road to Cherokee, who just lost last night to North Greene. They have won 13 of the last 14 meetings in this season, had not lost since the Ladies Classic. Went through all of 2026 with victories. Dobyns-Bennett, their next game will be against Morristown West as they open up district play. Greenville will play on Thursday night as they take on Volunteer from Granger in the semifinal of the District 2 3A. Greenville, the 1 seed, Volunteer, the 4 seed. Starting lineups and the opening tip next. Thanks for listening to Gary's Paint Body pregame show. This is Greenville basketball. This driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from Green Sports Zone and 99.5 FM WGRV.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at GatewayNissanGreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
on senior night, Greenville and Dobyns-Bennett. Glad you can be with us here on this Tuesday night to wrap up the regular season. Wherever you may be, across Radio Land on WGRV and across social media, going crazy. Facebook Live and YouTube page on Green Sports Zone. Here's your starting five for the visiting Lady Indians of Dobyns-Bennett. Carly Craddock, a 5'4 senior. Afton Baker, 5'7 sophomore, named after her mama's home birth here in Afton, Tennessee. Sally McReynolds, the 5'8 junior. Reese Hazelton, the 5'10 freshman. And Camilla Moore, the 5'10 sophomore. For Coach Bill Francis, assisted by Ryan Robbins, Julia Stokely, and Sydney Combs. 16-11 on the year, surged here in the month of February to go to 3-5 in their league. For the Greenville Lady Devils, senior Matea Gray, the 5'3 senior. Drew Swansel, the 5'6 senior. Briley Tolick, the 5'7 senior. Emma Shelton, the 5'9 senior. And Maria Lyde, the 5'9 junior. For Coach Annette Watson, her 13th year, 268 career victories here at Greenville, 598 total in her 32 seasons as a head coach, assisted by the #1 assistant, Zach Holt. They're 18-9 on the year. And if you pay attention to certain rankings, 9th in the state in 3A, they are 30th, all classifications in the state. That's according to Max Preps. Lady Devils and the Lady Indians wrapping up this regular season here tonight as both start their postseason coming up next. It will be Morristown West and Dobyns-Bennett, Greenville, and Volunteer from Granger High School. We'll have our complete schedule of the postseason. You can find that as well on Green Sports Zone. Ball in the air, opening tip won by Maria Lyde, and we're underway. Glad you could be with us. Brian Staten courtside, our game station engineer, radio side of things. Jeff, not less but more. And on the TV side of things, we've got Tyler and Matthew joining you here today. Tyler Nichols and Matthew Palazzo from Green Sports Zone. An immediate foul will go against Dobyns-Bennett. Afton Baker will pick up her first, team foul number 1. And Maria Lyde will go to the free throw line for the Lady Devils. Lyde at 18.2 points a game, 7.8 rebounds per contest this year. Standing at the free throw line and is good on her first. Lyde, 67% on the year from the stripe, 178 attempts, by far the most. Second is Tolick at 156 attempts this season for the Lady Devils. Second is good. 2-0 Greenville as we open up this game. Dobyns-Bennett into the front court. They wear their road grays with the maroon trim. White letters and numbers. Greenville in their home whites with the trim green and the letters and numbers in green. This will be Ashlyn Chappelle losing it in the paint. Emma Shelton will pick it up, and we're going to call a jump ball. The ball never stopped. It never was held up. It was always moving, so a very quick whistle. And it will be an inbound for Dobyns-Bennett. Ashlyn Chappell, the 5'4 freshman, did not play in that last meeting back on January 9th against Greenville. Inbound is stolen by Maria Lyde, and Lyde is going to take it the route, put it up, put it in. Lyde with the first 4. Dobyns-Bennett issues against Greenville in game 1 was the first half turnovers and the poor shooting. They get inside the paint. Craddock in trouble. Kick it out. An extra pass to McReynolds for a 3, and that's rattled in good. Sally McReynolds on the first 3 of the game makes it a 4-3 Greenville lead. Tolick with it into the front court for the Lady Devils, watched by Craddock. Dobyns-Bennett couldn't get out of their own way at home there at the Buck Van Huss Dome. Scored just 9 first half points, just 5 first quarter points, 4 in the second, but rallied for a 21-point third quarter and a 14-point fourth quarter. Swansel into the corner on the right side. With it is going to be Tolick. Back to the top to Lyde. Lyde, hesitation down the lane, gives it up to Shelton. Shelton reverses out to Gray. Gray, pull-up jumper off the dribble is good. Tay Gray. Lady Devils lead at 6-3. Skip pass left side, wide open look. This is good as well. This is by Reese Hazelton. Hazelton ties the game at 6. And again, the Lady Indians in that third quarter, led by Hazelton, who finished with 15. She knocked down 4 from three-point territory. Right side front court, with it'll be Lyde. Lyde back to the top to Swansel. Swansel on the left side into the hands of Tolick. Tolick to the top. This is going to be Lyde down the lane on a double team off the glass. Too strong, no good. Rebounded by Dobyns-Bennett. Indian basketball, Chapel into the front court on the left side is Hazelton, slowed by Lyde, back out to the top into the hands of Baker. Baker defended by Swansel, bouncing it to McReynolds. McReynolds on the right side, defended by Shelton. This three ball on the way is no good, and the rebound will come down to Swansel. Greenville basketball, Tulloch, backdoor look for Lyde. It goes through her hands, and it's taken away. She had it right under the rim and lost it. Turnover on Greenville, and into the front court will be Craddock, a million miles an hour. Stopped on the baseline, throws it back out to Chapel, skips it right side to Baker. Baker with it on that right side three-point line. Slowed by Swansel, back out to Craddock, and onto the baseline. On the drive down the lane is McReynolds off the glass, banked it in. Sally McReynolds on the dribble drive. 8-6 DB, they take their first lead. Across the stripe into the front court will be Tulloch for Greenville, watched by Craddock. Tulloch, little hesitation dribble, driving it to the rim, up high off the glass, ties the game right back. Briley Tulloch with her first two of the contest. Three ball all the way here. This one back iron, no good, but Craddock will grab the rebound as it comes all the way out to the three-point line. Another three ball is good by McReynolds, and she is just lighting it up here early. 4.5 in the first quarter. Dobyns-Bennett up 11-8. Across the stripe into the front court will be Tulloch. Mass substitutions coming for DB. Greenville will bring Woolsey into the game at the next stoppage. Tulloch on the left side at the three-point line, bouncing it for Lyde. Lyde on the left wing. Greenville scored a lot of transition points in that first meeting because of turnovers by DB. Not the case here. Gray had the ball go through the legs of Shelton, and the turnover on Greenville leads to a wide open layup at the other end by Craddock, and a timeout's going to be taken by Greenville. We'll take that break and return in 30 seconds. 4:04 to play here in this opening quarter. Dobyns-Bennett leads Greenville by 5. Thirteen to 8, Dobyns-Bennett with the lead against Greenville. Both teams are scintillating offensively. 8 of 10 combined. Each team has missed a shot. Greenville, though, has turned it over twice, and that's a big reason for the difference so far here in this one. Bounce pass to Woolsey, who's into the game. Will turn high off the glass, no good. Tulloch, though, will volleyball tip it back in after the Woolsey miss. 13 to 10, 3:40 to play here in this opening quarter. DB in front. Into the game has come Ariana Thomas. Thomas gets it into the front court to Malia Brown. Brown, and it will give it up Camilla Moore. It's an offensive foul. Moore went right through the chest of Swansel, who stood her ground. And Camilla Moore picks up her first, team foul number 2 on the play. 3:33 to play here in this opening quarter. 13 to 10, Dobyns-Bennett leading Greenville. In the mass substitutions for Dobyns-Bennett, including Zamira Horton. Lyde on the left wing, Horton giving her plenty of room. And she'll walk right up to the foul line, take the jumper, that's no good, but DB grabs the rebound on the miss by Lyde. Rebounded and into the front court with it'll be Eden Craddock. Craddock, and a little pull-up jumper just inside the paint is off the mark and no good. This one by Thomas, and the rebound by Lyde. Greenville basketball down 3. At the top of the key, down the lane is Tulloch. Had it blocked, got it back, put it up, drew the foul. So Tulloch missing initially and gives a little wry smile. The leader in rebounding for this team as well. The foul will go against Camilla Moore immediately. She's got 2 fouls. She started the last time on January 9th. Tulloch at the stripe is no good on the first. Allison Hayes will be into the game for Greenville. Second, that one is good. 13-11, Dobyns-Bennett. We go under 3 minutes to play here in this opening quarter. Into the front court. On the drive down the lane, little jumper that's off the mark, no good, but an offensive rebound by Zamira Horton is off the mark and no good. And the rebound comes down to Greenville. Into the front court with the basketball on the drive is going to be Woolsey to the rim. A lot of contact, no call. The rebound taken away by Dobyns-Bennett. On the run into the front court will be Ariana Thomas. Slowed, spins, shoots, scores. Ariana Thomas ending almost 2 minutes without a bucket for Dobyns-Bennett. They make it 15-11 DB. Against the zone, Gray to Lyde on the baseline, giving her plenty of space. Lyde to Woolsey. Penetrates that zone into the paint, kicks it out to Hayes. Hayes, a little floater. This one off the mark and no good, and a rebound foul going against Greenville. Foul will go on Lyde, will be her first, and the first on the team. Lady Devils have missed their last, unofficially, their last 4 shots. Take away that attempt by Tulloch as she was fouled. Craddock with it into the front court, this being Eden Craddock. On the left side, picks up the dribble. Hayes steps in front of the pass and steals it from Brown. Lady Devils get the first turnover by DB in the game. DB had 9 in the opening quarter in that first meeting. Woolsey on the baseline, back out to Gray at the top. Bounce it inside for Lyde. It's knocked away and stolen. Turnover by Greenville, and here comes Eden Craddock. Craddock slowed by Gray. Back out it goes onto the baseline into the hands of Brown. Had it knocked away. She wins it back and walks. So she'll give it back. And into the basketball game will come Joe Swatzel. A very rare substitution for Gray, who will sit, averaging almost 27 minutes a game. High school game is 32 minutes. Woolsey at 28 minutes a game. And Tulloch at 29 minutes a game. Cross the stripe into the front court on the right side. Swatzel deep 3. This one no good. Rebound Woolsey, put back is good. Julia Woolsey finding the spot from the weak side. Makes it 15-13. Eden Craddock skip pass onto the left side into the hands of Guzman. Here's a 3-ball on the way that's no good. Tulloch grabs the rebound. Tulloch will have it, will race it all the way to the front court. Coast to coast, miss the layup. Get it back, put it up, miss it. Get it back, put it up, score it. 15-15. With DB with possession, final 40 seconds here of this opening quarter. On the baseline, offensive foul. Down the lane was Malia Brown. A little out of control, couldn't stop. And again, was it Swatzel who drew another one? I think so. Gray will be back into the game for the Lady Devils. Just a little pep talk for her. Tulloch will get a breather with 36 seconds to play in this opening quarter. We're going to check, I think, the foul, who it was potentially was on. It's an official scorers conversation. So they have somebody on the roster that's not on the book, and that's 34. I don't know who that is.
Technical foul on the bench, Dobyns-Bennett.
So we'll have to figure out who 34 is because we don't know who she is, which is the reason for what is going on. So a technical foul.
Why are they so far? Why are they so close?
Woolsey at the free throw line. 34 is the player in question. Woolsey made both technicals, and they have the ball, so they have the lead back. Here's a jumper by Gray. It's good for 3. Matea Gray knocks down the 3-ball. With 20 seconds to play, Greenville on a 5-point possession after the technical. A 3 to answer by Malia Brown.
3-point basket, Malia Brown.
20-18. Greenville, 6 seconds. 5 seconds. Swatzel, Jones, 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Gray gets rid of it in time, but it's short and no good. We have played 1 quarter. It is Greenville 20, Dobyns-Bennett 18. This is Lady Devil basketball, driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WGRV and Green Sports Zone.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. order online, and pick it up curbside. Or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now, get it straight from our doors to yours.
Your project needs power. Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric Supply.
As we start this second quarter of action, a missed shot by Swansel, rebounded by DB. Here they come into the front court. New 5 basically on the floor. Jones had it, lost it. They're going to get Swansel for a foul on a reach. Just looked like incidental contact. Dobyns-Bennett basically playing their bench here tonight. The foul on Swansel will be her first on the team. Jones into the game. So India Stokely is into the game. Richely Lorenzo Guzman back into the game. Aslan Brown, who was a starter last year for DB, into the game. Jay Jones with it right now at the top between the rings, the subject for the technical, as she was not on the roster. In the paint to Mary Kate Lively, who will draw a foul against Greenville. And will go to the free throw line. The first free throw attempts for Dobyns-Bennett here in this game. Foul will go against Hayes, will be her first, team foul number 2. So Lively to the free throw line for DB. Her first is no good. Line changes for DB here in their final regular season game as well. Second is no good. Jones, however, will grab the rebound for DB, and then the ball knocked out of bounds by Woolsey. Dobyns-Bennett will inbound it. So no JV girls game. Coach Bill Francis using this as an opportunity to get the entire team some playing time. Inbound to Brown. Brown between the rings, center of the floor. This being Aslan Brown. Also a Malia Brown. Brown on the drive. Backs it out behind a three-point strike. Woolsey stays right in front of her. This will be a steal. Yes, Batea Gray has the steal for Greenville. Drives it, shoots it, scores it for the Lady Devils. Greenville 7 of 16 in that opening quarter. Dobyns-Bennett 7 for 11 from the field. Lorenzo Guzman. Lively. Gray had it knocked away. Lively did. And it'll be a jump ball arrow to stay with DB. Greenville leading at 22-18, 6:46 to play here in this third quarter. Just the third turnover moments ago by DB and nearly another. Pretty soon that line change will come in where the first group pretty much lit it up and did whatever they wanted for DB. Lively on the right elbow, back out into the hands of Guzman, drives it down the lane, offensive foul. Another offensive foul taken, this time by Maria Lyde. And the foul on Richely Lorenzo Guzman. That'll be her first, team foul number 1 on the Lady Indians. 6:37 to play here in this opening half. Greenville across the stripe. This will be Tulloch. Tulloch bouncing it for Woolsey onto the right side to Hayes. Hayes at the Devilhead logo. Into the hands of Lyde. Aggressive move down the lane. Missed the shot. Woolsey tips the rebound. Gray has it. Gets it to Lyde. She'll be fouled. Lyde may have been fouled the first time. She did too, at least on the attempt in that game. In that attempt on that play. But that was not the case. So Jones will pick up her first foul. It'll be team foul number 2. And to the free throw line will go Lyde, who makes the first. Lyde with 5 points in the game. Led this team with 20 in that first meeting. And here comes the line change of 5 with Craddock, Baker, McReynolds, Hazelton, and Ashlyn Chappell in the game. Lied with her second. And that one's good. 4 for 4 at the stripe for Lied. 6:20 to play here in this second quarter. Lady Devils lead by their largest number of 6. DB in the backcourt. Greenville with some minor token pressure. Near save. It's knocked away and stolen. Tolick had it, and then Woolsey throws it looking for Tolick. Tolick tries to get it back, does. Finds Woolsey under the bucket, lays it up and in. Well, it looked terrible. Then it looked great. Then it looked terrible again. And the Lady Devils score. 26-18, Dobyns-Bennett. Left side, McReynolds. Hazelton to Craddock, back to McReynolds. McReynolds between the rings on the dribble, doubled. We lost somebody somewhere, and DB will throw it away. Turnover on the Tribe. Lady Devils have the basketball back after leading by their largest number at the moment of 8. Tolick will slowly take it across the stripe, met at the midcourt stripe by Carly Craddock, lobbing it in for Lied in the paint. A lot of contact, finishes through it. Maria Lied finishing to make it a 28-18 game. It's an 8-0 run to start the second quarter. Tribe into the front court, Afton Baker with it, bouncing it out to the top to Craddock. Craddock, quick step right to the rim, put it up, missed it. Rebounded by Tolick. Lady Devils with it into the front court. Long pass for Woolsey, good idea. And the ball goes out of place. Woolsey just couldn't grab it. It was taking her a little bit more out of play. So a turnover on the Lady Devils. There's that aggressive look, though, by Tolick. 5:05 to play in the first half. Greenville by 10 at 28-18 on an 8-0 run to start this second quarter. Skip pass right side. This will be McReynolds driving it baseline. This one no good. Got it back, put it up, missed it, but draws a foul. If at first you don't succeed, try again, young lady. And Hayes will be whistled for the foul. Hayes will pick up her second, team foul number 3. Both of these teams turning right around, getting into conference tournament play. This game was talked about being moved to Monday, but there were some apparent seniors that couldn't be here. We're assuming that it meant no basketball players. McReynolds makes 1 of 2, but we settled here on this Tuesday. Dobyns-Bennett was by far in favor of playing yesterday than as opposed to today. 28-19, Greenville with the lead, but here we are on Tuesday night. Greenville opening up district tournament play on Thursday. Lied down the lane, doubled, missed the shot, rebounded by McReynolds. In the back court, Dobyns-Bennett with it, down to the floor, down goes McReynolds, but gets back up, and then a whistle for Gray on a foul. So Taya will pick up her first, and already the 4th on the Lady Devils. Been very aggressive here in the early going. Inbound situation, baseline front court for Dobyns-Bennett. It'll be Chappell to inbound it for the Tribe. Bouncing it and threw it off, but Tolick got it back, and Tolick nearly stole it. She was baiting her. Hazelton, and Tolick steps in, and alive, that looked pretty clean. It'll be 2 shots coming up for Hazelton. Tolick gambling, picking up the first, team foul number 5, and we haven't played half of this second quarter yet. And Greenville has been very aggressive defensively. They have also been pretty good defensively in drawing the offensive fouls. They have drawn 3 already in the first quarter and a half. Hazelton free throw is good. Reese, the freshman. You got Camilla Moore, a sophomore. You got Ashlyn Chappell on the floor starting a freshman. Afton Baker, a sophomore. McReynolds, the junior. DB going to be set up pretty good next couple of years. 28-21, Hazelton made both. Greenville lead it by 7. Skip it to Gray on the left side. Inside for Woolsey, wasn't ready for it. Turnover on Greenville. She shouldered it up in the air. Chappell forcing tempo. 3 ball by Hazelton, wide open is good. Well, they didn't score for the opening 3 minutes. Greenville led it 28-18, but it's a 6-0 spurt by Dobyns-Bennett. Woolsey tried to get it to Lied. It's out of bounds off Greenville. Another turnover by the Lady Devils. Swanson will be back into the contest as Greenville turns it over for the 7th time. 3:46 and counting in this opening half. Left side front court is Carly Craddock. Craddock skipping it on the right side. Hazelton thought about the 3. Gray gambles for the steal, and it'll be whistled for another foul. Gray will pick up her second. We've just fouled way too much here in this second quarter. And going to the free throw line will be Craddock shooting 2. So, again, the line changes for Dobyns-Bennett, and this 5 has been the plus side. As Craddock short on the first free throw, all she can do is make it a 3-point game with the make. A miss and an offensive rebound, then things change, obviously. Second is good. 28-25, 3.5 to play as the Lady Devils putting it together here, or I should say the Lady Indians, on a 7-0 run after Greenville opened on an 8-0 run. Gray, Woolsey at the top. Tulloch, left wing 3. Bang! Riley Tulloch's 10th point, ending a 2-minute drought without scoring for the Lady Devils. They lead at 31-25. Chappell into the hands of Hazelton. If you got away with the carry, we'll just carry on. Hazelton skipping it outside to Chappell. McReynolds drives it, kicks it. Craddock fakes a 3, drives it into the paint, kicks it out to Chappell, back out to the top. Hazelton, a deep 3 straight on. This one is off the mark, no good, and will go out of play. Greenville will have the basketball. Backline change for DB. You knew it was going to happen, or at least they know that was the game plan. So the second unit into the contest, including Malia Brown, along with Ariana Thomas. Eden Craddock on the floor with Zamira Horton and Camilla Moore. Woolsey gets the zone onto the right side. Dribbling it, had it knocked away. She gets it back at the midcourt stripe. Tulloch with 2.5 to play in the half, and Greenville leading 31-25. Inside the paint, Woolsey turnaround jumper is no good. Lyde gets the rebound. She's fouled. Camilla Moore has picked up her third. Third foul going against Dobyns-Bennett. So to the free throw line will be Maria Lyde. Lyde in the contest with 8. Tulloch has 10. And Woolsey with 6. Matei Gray has 7. Lyde is good on her first. 2:16 to play here in this opening half. Lyde for Greenville, 18.2 points a game, 7.8 rebounds a game. Second is also good, improving her free throw percentage, 67% on the year, but up now 6 for 6 in the game. Indians force tempo into the front court. Horton gets it to Jones. Jones with it will come in for Camilla Moore. Horton putting it on the floor and nearly losing it, but saved by Thomas. Thomas slowed by Woolsey, spinning it into the paint. Outside to Horton, back to the top. This will be Brown, left side to Craddock. Eden Craddock. Horton, back to the top to Jones. Jones against Tulloch, drives inside and a reach and a foul that goes, I think, against Lyde, which would be her second. So Lyde will pick up number 2. It's already 7 fouls against Greenville here in this quarter. Coach Watt's going to roll the dice, leave Lyde out there in the final potential minute 46. Emma Shelton did get the start today as a senior here on senior night. Free throw is no good by Jones. Second is good. 33-26, a minute 44 to play here in this first half. Tulloch with it for Greenville into the front court on the left side, giving it up to Lyde, runner to the rim, put it up and in. Maria Lyde. Steal by Woolsey, jumper's no good. Woolsey battles, gets the rebound, kicks it out to Swansel for 3. She's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 3. Foul will go on Horton, who labored to get back after the turnover by DB. Woolsey couldn't finish it, but then gets the rebound and will send Swansel to the free throw line to shoot 3. Joe coming back after that ACL injury, missed all of last year. And really part of the summer, to be honest with you, getting back into it, really most of it, if not all of the summer. 5.6 points a game, 3 rebounds a game for Joe this year. And at the free throw line, just below 60%, but looks too good on the first 2. And maybe I'll give her the broadcaster jinx. That's a way to fight through it, Joe. No jinx for you. 38-26, Greenville by their largest number in the game, and a turnover. And they're going to say it still remains DB ball. It happened right in front of me. Craddock touched the ball out of bounds, but that's not what they ruled. I guess I didn't see it correctly. 38-26. Greenville by 12 at the top of the key. Near turnover, Lyde knocking it all the way into the back court, and DB will inbound in their back court, go the full length of the floor. With the basketball is going to be Craddock. Craddock, with a minute to play, will be met at the midcourt stripe. Lobbing it into the front court to Thomas, who puts it up, missed the layup attempt in close, rebounded by Tulloch. Woolsey was ready for it at the other end, but so was Craddock. Greenville turns it over. The pass a little bit late. Woolsey was free early. Craddock knew it was coming. Thomas, extra pass to Jones. Jones at the top, bouncing it left side for Brown. Malia Brown driving it and draws some contact. And if this is on Lyde, I think they're looking at Tulloch. It was well before the shot, still 2 shots. So Tulloch will pick up her second. Greenville has fouled a ton here in this second quarter. At the free throw line is going to go Malia Brown, shooting 2, and she makes the first. Hayes will be into the game. Brown made both. 38-28, Greenville. Final 30 seconds of the half. Woolsey, Lyde, good position on Jones in the paint. Put up the right-hander, and the left side is good. Maria Lyde. Points in the paint. Lady Devils have a 40-point half. Of course, they had a 51-point half against Volunteer. And then the clock ran the entire second half. Thomas out to Horton. She'll try 3. This one back iron, no good. Schwatzel grabs the rebound for Greenville. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Hayes, runner at the buzzer, is no good, and that will end the first half of play. Lady Devils trailed early against Dobyns-Bennett by 5. They rallied to take a 2-point first quarter lead. They will take a 12-point lead into the locker room. Coming up, our Gary's Paint Body halftime report. We'll have the breakdown of the first half, and we'll give you a look at the district tournament coverage coming up from Radio Greenville Sports and through Green Sports Zone. Here at halftime, it's Greenville 40, Dobyns-Bennett 28. This is Lady Devil basketball, driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WGRV and Green Sports Zone.
For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has proudly served the Tri-Cities with a personal touch, because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet repairs to full plumbing repiping, we have the experience and expertise to get the job done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect solution for your home. Our technicians stand behind their work and always leave your space clean and spotless. Looking for a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours. So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money.
and gentlemen, the GSZ Devil Skates.
All right, welcome back into our Gary's Paint Body halftime report. Greenville leading here at the break by the score of 40-28 in this first half of action. For the Greenville Lady Devils against Dobyns-Bennett here, again in the first quarter, a little bit of a back and forth start between these two. Greenville jumped out to the early lead as Lyde hit 2 free throws and led 4-0. Dobyns-Bennett, Sally McReynolds was on fire to open up this first quarter. She hit back-to-back 3-pointers and would give Dobyns-Bennett, tie the game at 6, would give Dobyns-Bennett an 8-6 lead on a 2-pointer, follow that up with another 3-pointer to make it 11-8, and then a 2-ball by Carly Craddock made it 13-8 to give Dobyns-Bennett their largest lead of that opening quarter. Greenville, though, would kind of settle in. In the final minute, they would outscore Dobyns-Bennett 9-3 and take a 20-18 lead into the second quarter. And then when the second quarter started, Greenville opened on an 8-0 run as Dobyns-Bennett had their third wave into the game, or their third line, if you will. They are playing 15 players tonight, and they're making line changes. The first line for Dobyns-Bennett has been good. Second has been average. And then the third line, Greenville, has been able to open it up. They did a 10-point lead at 28-18. First line comes in for Dobyns-Bennett. They go on a 7-0 run, trim the deficit down to 3, 28-25, but Briley Tolick hit a 3 at that time. Hazelton comes down the next possession, misses the 3, and the ball goes out of play, and Dobyns-Bennett brings in the second line. From there, Greenville would close out the first half on a 9-3 run and take this 40-28 halftime lead. In that first half, Dobyns-Bennett, or I should say Greenville outscores DB 20-18 in the first quarter, 20-10 in the second. Greenville hit 7 of 16 in the first, 6 of 13 in the second. They're 13 of 29 for the half. 12 of 13 from the free throw line, by the way. 14 by Maria Lyde, 10 from Briley Tolick, 7 by Matea Gray, 6 from Julia Woolsey, 3 points for Joe Swansel for their total of 40. Dobyns-Bennett hit 7 of 11 in the opening quarter, 1 of 6 in the second. There's 8 of 17 shooting, but they went to the free throw line 12 times in the second quarter. There's 7 of 12 in that second quarter of play. 9 points from Sally McReynolds, 8 points from Reese Hazelton, 5 from Malia Brown, 2 from Ariana Thomas, 3 from Carly Craddock, and 1 point for Jay Jones for Dobyns-Bennett's total of 28. Greenville turned the ball over 8 times in that first half. Dobyns-Bennett 6. More halftime when we return in 1 minute. Back in 1 minute here for the Gary's Paint Body halftime report. It's Greenville 40, Dobyns-Bennett 28. This is Lady Devil basketball driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WGRV and Green Sports Zone.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at GatewayNissanGreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
All right, welcome back into Hal Henard, where Greenville leading Dobyns-Bennett 40-28 here at the Gary's Paint Body halftime report. Let's take a look at your tournament basketball action that you can listen across these Radio Greenville stations on 103.1 FM WIKQ, 99.5 FM WGRV, and 95.5 FM WSMG. Tomorrow begins the District 1 AA at the satellite location. That'll be right here on 99.5 FM WGRV. Chekidoke and West Green in an elimination game. Tournament tip-off show 5:45. The tip-off at 6 o'clock. That will be a rare Wednesday start time for that play-in game. We'll stay right here on GRV this week. Greenville and Volunteer on the girls side from Granger, 6 o'clock on Thursday. Greenville boys play Cherokee Friday. And then Saturday, we'll switch gears to the District 1 AA from West Ridge here on WGRV. South Green against the West Green Cheney-Doak winner at noon. Unicoi County against the Cheney-Doak Johnson County winner at 3. West Green has the South Green Happy Valley winner at 4:30. On 103.1 FM WIKQ on Thursday, it will be the District 1 AA boys, Happy Valley at South Green at 6 o'clock. Friday, the District 1 Single A, North Green versus Cloudland at 7:30. And then Saturday, North Green and Unaka boys at 7:30. And on 99.5 FM, the Jewel, the only high school games this week, Thursday, is the District 1 AA Johnson County at Cheney-Doak, a 6 o'clock start there. For more, you can visit our webpage, greensportszone.com, and follow along on our socials through Green Sports Zone as well. Second half action when we come back. Thanks for listening to the Gary's Paint and Body Halftime Report. Your score at the break is Greenville 40 and Dobyns-Bennett 28. This is Lady Devil basketball, driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WGRV.
In Greenville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
we wrangle your tangles.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
Greenville Dobyns-Bennett here for the regular season finale, celebrating senior night at Hal Henard as well. We'll be doing that in between games. In between our games, we'll have our news between games break. After our postgame, potentially with Coach Watts, likely will happen after news and will be part of our pregame of the boys' game. Let's start the second half. Greenville with the basketball. They move it left to right, get it to Lyde inside the paint, put it up and in. Maria Lyde with the first 2 points of the second half. 42-28, largest lead for the Lady Devils. 3 ball on the way by Hazelton. This one's off the mark, no good. Tolick grabs the rebound, gets it to Swansel, gets it back into the hands of Tolick. Tolick racing it into the front court. Can't take a breath. Backdoor look to Lyde, and she'll be fouled. McReynolds came late, will pick up her first foul, team foul number 1. And Lyde going back to a familiar place, the free throw line.
Correction, her first. Team's first.
Bryan State courtside, game station engineer Jeff Amore. I love that. Matthew came up with it. I cannot take credit for that, but I do love it. From the TV side of things, Matthew Palazzo and Tyler Nichols from Green Sports Zone. Thank those guys for being here and breaking this, available through Green Sports Zone on our webpage and our socials, Facebook Live, and our YouTube page, greensportszone.com. Lyde makes both free throws. She's got a perfect night going at the free throw line, and the Lady Devils have opened up their largest lead, 44-28. Into the front court on the left side, to the right side, and driving it into the paint, putting it up off the glass, banking it in is Afton Baker. Baker scoring the first 2 of the second half for DB. Inside the paint again for Lyde. This jumper's no good. Woolsey tips it to herself, but then can't hit it. And then the ball will go out of bounds off Greenville. Craddock thought she was fouled, probably was. But we'll just let it ride on. Lyde with 2 fouls, Tulloch with 2, Gray with 2, Allison Hayes with 2. A lot of carnage in that first half. DB 3 for Camilla Moore. She's played maybe 3 minutes. 3-ball by Craddock is good. Burley rarely takes the shot, but will here, and makes it a 44-33. Greenville lead, led by 16 seconds ago. Now a 11-point advantage. Tolick aggressive. Reverse layup attempt is off the mark and no good. A little bit off balance, and the rebound by Craddock, and she looks to take advantage and race it into the front court. Draws a little bump, gets it into the hands of Eden Craddock. Kick out 3-ball for McReynolds is no good. Hazelton rebound, reverse layup, good. Hazelton getting that rebound. 44-35, Dobyns-Bennett has answered. After a 44-28 deficit, timeout asked for by Greenville. We'll take that break and return in 1 minute. 6:12 to play here in this third. It's Greenville 44, Dobyns-Bennett 35 as you listen to Lady Devil basketball driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WGRV and Green Sports Zone.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside, or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now, get it straight from our doors to yours.
Love to see the Tusculum team supporting local Pioneer basketball in the house here today. Baseline 3 by Swansel. No. Long rebound comes out to Craddock. Dobyns-Bennett with the basketball back, and they're down just by 9 and nearly turn it over. Baker keeps it, drives it into the paint. Her shot attempt is short, no good, but she's fouled. So Afton will go to the free throw line. The foul is on Taya Gray, will be her third. Team foul number 1. Trailing 44-28. Baker making the first of 2. Her first points of the game.
After Baker at the line, 2-2.
Dobyns-Bennett has rallied. And if this goes, a 9-0 spurt. It does, so therefore it is. And here comes that second unit for Dobyns-Bennett. So once again, Greenville builds a 16-point lead, but a 9-0 run by Dobyns-Bennett with that first unit to get right back into the game. They're down by 7. Woolsey with it. Lyde goes to the floor as Richelieu Lorenzo Guzman in there defending on Lyde. And won't get the second call. She got the first call. She looks around as if to say, explain it to me. It'll be her second foul, team foul number 2. Inbound situation for Greenville. Baseline front court. Tolick to inbound it. Inside for Lyde. Lyde banging with Jones, missing, getting it back, had it blocked by Guzman. Lyde misses it a couple of times in close, and here comes Aslan Brown on the run into the front court. Baseline 3-ball is good. Mary Kate Lively knocking down the 3, and it's a 12-0 run. It's a 4-point game, but Tolick answers at the other end. Riley Tolick, good find by Lyde. Ending the 12-0 run after Greenville opened on a 14-0 run. Near steal, but wide open 3 for Lively again. Good again. Lively knocks down back-to-back 3s. Lady Devils had their drought of about 2 minutes ended moments ago. And now a near steal by DB. They have it. It is a turnover on Greenville. Long pass up ahead for Lively. She can't grab it. It will go out of play. Had cut it to 3 at 46-43. Mary Kate Lively has hit back-to-back 3s. It is a 15-2 run by Dobyns-Bennett to get back into this game. Greenville up 16, and again, very reminiscent of the game in Kingsport on January 9th. Greenville led by 20. late in the third, and early in the fourth, Dobyns-Bennett had tied it. Gray on the skip pass gives it up as Spradlin is checked into the game for Greenville. Kinsley with it now, back to the top to Gray, to the right side to Tulloch. Tulloch at the Devilhead logo, bouncing it for Woolsey. From the foul line, she's fouled. So Woolsey squared, and Lively, I think, came late. Oh, no, to be on Aslan Brown. Brown will pick up her first, team foul number 3. With 4:06 to play here in the third, Woolsey will go to the stripe for Greenville. Made the 2 technical free throws in the first quarter due to the error for Coach Francis. He did not put Jay Jones in the scoring book. Woolsey, free throw shooting this season, 70%, makes 2 more. Lady Devils by 5, and a turnover. Tulloch forcing it, Woolsey picking it up. Woolsey bouncing it for Lyde, fast break layup, good. Great patience by Woolsey to stay with the dribble. Unorthodox but effective. 50-43. Aslan Brown, a little out of control, but it works out as well. She'll put it up and in for 2. 50-45 with 3:41 to play here in this third quarter. Back and forth we go. You can't take a breath. Baseline 3 by Gray is off the mark, and the rebound by Jones had the pass tipped. Tulloch comes away with it. Bounce pass to Woolsey on the weak side, lays it up, puts it in. Julia Woolsey after the turnover by DB. 52-45 Greenville. Brown again into the lane. Count it 1. They're going to wipe the shot off, which definitely looked like Aslan was in her motion to shoot. I am pretty sure she was, to be honest. Woolsey's going to pick up her first foul, team foul number 2. Schwatzel will be back into the game. Honestly, Aslan made the shot easily. On the inbound, we'll throw it back out to the top to Mary Kate Lively. Lively onto the left side. Schwatzel defending it away from Guzman, knocking it out of play. It'll be an inbound situation for DB, left side front court, in front of their bench. And the pass deflected into the backcourt. Woolsey comes away with it. A turnover. She'll take a 19-footer. That one's short. Follows her own miss. Gets the rebound back. Lyde, well, they were looking for Lyde, and Greenville throws it away anyway. So a turnover on Greenville. It's been a bit weird. They slow Brown down. They get it to Jones in the paint off the glass. Banks it in. Jay Jones. 52-47. 2:45 to play here in this third quarter. Schwatzel to Woolsey. And Woolsey will hold it. Again, it's been breakneck pace in this one. Spradlin doubled in trouble, reversing it to Woolsey. Woolsey dribbling it to the left side, gets it inside to Lyde on a double team, missed it, and then battles to get the rebound back. Lyde with 3 on her. Eventually they'll call a foul, but Lyde has struggled a bit in the paint on the double team, and they've made life difficult for her. She's been unable to finish through some of the contact. Lorenzo Guzman picks up her third, team foul number 4. Here comes line 3. But in addition to line 3, actually this was line 2 from the first half. We're going to put Ashlyn Chappell on line 2 from the first half. It's the third line used here in this second half, though. Lyde driving it on Horton to the rim and in. Maria Lyde, an aggressive take. She's got 22. Lady Devils lead 54-47, 2:05 to play third. Horton, I should say Thomas, knocked away. Lyde has it, gets it up to Spradlin. Spradlin lobbing it for Schwatzel, and the pass is too high and thrown away. Greenville just unable to really play poised. Paisley Christian will be into the game for Greenville in the final minute 54 here of the third. Greenville will get the turnover and then oblige and give it right back. A whistle and a foul on Woolsey. That'll be her second. Team foul number 3 on Greenville here in the third. Greenville has fouled a ton here in this game. Not so much in the first quarter, but moving on, a ton. Chappell on the inbound. Gray making it difficult. Woolsey picks her pocket. unabated to the rim, fouled by Chappell. Made things worse, but Woolsey couldn't finish it off. So Chappell gives it up, but never gave up on the play. And will pick up her first foul. And the 5th on DB, as Woolsey will go to the strike. Woolsey with 10, Tolick with 12, and Maria Lyde with 22. Woolsey's first miss at the free throw line. Now 4 of 5 at the stripe for the sophomore. Second is good. Timeout taken by Greenville. We'll take that break and return in 1 minute. 1:43 to play in the third. Greenville 55, DB 47. Lady Devil basketball driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WGRV and through Green Sports Zone.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside. Or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now get it straight from our doors to yours.
Your project needs power. Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric Supply.
Thanks for watching tonight. Simulcast through Green Sports Zone, WGRV, home of Greenville basketball. Dobyns-Bennett with it into the front court, racing it into the front court is Ashlyn Chappell. 3 ball on the way by Ariana Thomas is short. Dobyns-Bennett crashing the board out of play. Greenville leading it 55-47. A breather by Tolick, and she's back into the game with 93 seconds to play in this third quarter. Greenville has been paced by Maria Lyde as they were the first meeting. She finished with 20 points in that game, but went silent in the second half. She has had a solid third quarter. She has 8 in the quarter alone. Tolick bouncing it to Woolsey to the rim, missed it, bouncing it to herself, or tipping it, I should say. Getting it back to Woolsey, driving it to the rim, put it in. Well, missing initially, but this team is really starting to click with the chemistry, has done so since this second half of the year. And then Lyde getting back at the other end, definitely looked like a clean block, but may have gotten part of the body. Lyde will pick up her third. 4th on the team will send Malia Brown to the free throw line for DB. Greenville is back out to a 10-point at the edge, but again, that first line went on a 15-2 run after Greenville opened the second half on an 8-0 run against that first line to open up a 16-point lead. And then that first line cut the deficit down to 3. Second free throw is no good. Malia Brown can't grab the rebound, pulling back on Gray. They didn't call that one. But it goes out of play off DB. 57-48. 1 minute to play in this third quarter. Greenville basketball, they lead it by 9. Cross the stripe into the front court, right side to Gray. Gray dribbles to the corner, back to Tolick. Tolick, double teamed, dribbles through it, lost it, somehow tipped it out to Lyde, who elevates on a triple team, missed the shot, rebounded by Ariana Thomas. DB basketball, Swansel has taken an injury. Thomas with it into the front court. And Swansel's got a dislocated pinky. She thought it was, like, I guess off of her hand. Glenn will be to the rescue and will snap that thing back in. I'm sure, yeah. Whew. So Swansel will come out, and I didn't need to see that. Allison Hayes will be into the game for her. She looked down at it and gave a big scream. Here's a steal by Tolick. Long pass up ahead for Lyde. Will she get there? She can't. Again, I love the aggression After the turnover by DB, getting it, but then we give it right back. Love it. That full length of the court pass, and then Woolsey defends the play, knocks it out of play. Swatzel's got to sit over there and let Glenn pop that thing back into place. Wow. Ariana Thomas, slowed by Tolick, picks up the dribble, needs some help. She's going to sling it all the way into the front court. Lyde knocks it away. Heads up plays. The Lady Devils get it back. Lyde to Tolick. Tolick across the stripe. Tolick with 12. Limited her shot attempts here in this second half. Woolsey on a switch. Lyde has it. Very aggressive DB defense. Lyde counted one. Foul will go on. Malia Brown will be her second. 1.9 seconds to play, coming right at the end of this third quarter of action to take that double-digit lead again. Will it be added to? 24-point night going for Lyde. Make it 25. She's perfect on the night from the stripe. 60-48, 1 second. And that'll end the third quarter of action. At the end of 3, it's Greenville 60. It's Dobyns-Bennett 48 as you listen to Lady Devil basketball. Driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WGRV, simulcast through Green Sports Zone.
Here's a twist on your typical banking options. What if instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you had one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon. Big bank muscle with small bank hustle. Big bank convenience and small bank connection. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank.
For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has proudly served the Tri-Cities with a personal touch because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet repairs to full plumbing repiping, we have the experience and expertise to get the job done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect solution for your home. Our technicians stand behind their work and always leave your space clean and spotless. Looking for a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
All right, welcome back into Hal Henard. Pretty consistent for Greenville. 20 points in the first, 20 points in the second, 20 points in the third. It was a 20-20 third quarter between both teams. Dobyns-Bennett was 7 of 9 from the floor. Their issue is this. They keep turning it over. Greenville has the basketball back. It'll be their 15th turnover. It'll be their 9th of this second half as Lyde missing in close, rebounded by Dobyns-Bennett. And Chappell had it knocked away. As Tolick up ahead to Lyde, won't miss this one. Maria Lyde with her 27th point. 62-48, Greenville's built a 14-point lead. This being line change number 2 of the 3 line changes that Bill Francis is going with today. And again, he's just rolling with it. 3 ball by Thomas. Good. Ariana Thomas, step back 3 ball. 62-51, are you kidding me? A lot of confidence. Into the front court will be Briley Tolick. They have forced 16 turnovers. They forced 26 against Volunteer on Friday. Under 7 to play in the game. Tolick bouncing it to the right side for Hayes. Looking inside, knocked away, but Lyde comes away with it. She'll step back for a 14-footer. No good. Woolsey grabs another rebound for the Lady Devils. Woolsey has kept everything alive. She'll drive it in the lane, put it up off the glass, and bank it in. Woolsey's got 15, coming off her career night 19 against Volunteer. Steal. Tolick comes up with the steal for Greenville, and then Jones just flattens Tolick. Jones will pick up her second, team foul number 1, and Greenville will inbound the basketball next to our location. Tolick appears to be okay. All her faculties still accounted for. 64-51, Greenville. Tolick, cutter down the lane is Lyde, and she'll put it high off the glass, miss it, get it back, put it up, and get it and go. Padding the stats on the rebounding margin, probably a double-double for her, probably that for Woolsey as well. 66-51 Greenville. Again, the turnovers plaguing DB. They've shot the ball excellently here in this second half. Chappell into the corner, 3-ball by Camilla Moore. Rims, this one is no good. Offensive rebound by Jones off the glass, banks it in. 66-53, 5:40 to play. Greenville basketball, Tolick across the stripe. Left side, this is going to be Gray between the rings, center of the floor. Back to Tolick. Tolick bouncing it for Woolsey. Jones bodies her, kicks it out to Hayes, a 3. No. And the rebound's on the floor. Jones will grab that one. Greenville still with just 1 3, make that 2 3-pointers in the game. Here's a 3-ball by Lively. This one's off the mark and no good after she hit 2 in that third quarter. Greenville hit just 1 of 20 from 3 in the first meeting with Dobyns-Bennett. They are 2 for something in this one. They have scored 20 points in each quarter and lead at 66-53. Woolsey, baseline 3, release, catch and release is no good, and the rebound will be out of bounds. Aslan Brown along with India Stokely will be into the game for DB. First time they haven't gone with 5 new ones. Well, DB actually couldn't hold on to it, so Greenville has the basketball. Inbound, Taya Gray gets it back to Tolick. Tolick at the Devil Head logo, watched by Ariana Thomas. Thomas with 5. Again, the DB starting 5. They play in 2 days, so they're just kind of taking it easy, keeping the legs fresh. Everybody's playing. Lyde, jumper for 2 is good. Maria Lyde with 31, equaling her career best game of 31 against Elizabethton last year. Aslan Brown 3 at the other end is no good, and the ball out of bounds off Jay Jones. 31 for Lyde. And it is the third 30-point game this year by a Lady Devil. And again, she scored that 31 against Elizabethton at the Doc Maples last year. Lyde has been on a different realm here in 2026. Inside, Woolsey finding a gap on Jones. High off the glass, missed it, but Woolsey battling for the rebound, and she'll commit the foul trying to get that rebound. Will be her third, team foul number 1 here of this fourth quarter. As we go under 4 minutes to play in the fourth. It's senior day. We'll be honoring the seniors, very few on the boys team. 4 of them for the Lady Devils, plus cheerleaders. And we'll have our news between games and our postgame with Coach Watts after all of that is complete. Ariana Thomas right down the lane like a hot knife through butter. She makes it a 68-55 Greenville lead. Woolsey down the lane, missing. And the rebound to DB's Brown. Aslan Brown weaving her way through traffic. Mary-Kate Lively wide open. Bang. Another 3-ball by DB. And this second and third line is keeping them in the game because we probably will not see the first line the rest of the night. Across the stripe into the front court, Tolick. To the left side. Greenville's missed a lot in the paint tonight. Probably, I don't know, 10 misses and just layups, of course, get tested. Woolsey missing in close, and the rebound to Aslan Brown. Across the stripe into the front court, Brown. Thomas catch and release 3. This one's off the mark, no good. Long rebound will go out of play. Back to Greenville, pardon. Emma Shelton will be into the game. Woolsey, another solid game for her. 15, probably a double-double, more than likely. Tolick out there hasn't attempted a shot here in the fourth. Just 2 attempted shots in the second half. Schwatzel's got the tape. She's good to go. Backdoor look for Shelton, trying to get her a bucket. Kicks it outside to Hayes. Back to Tolick. Shelton better have her head on a swivel with Tolick with the ball. She's got it again. She puts it up to Shelton, who puts it in. Emma Shelton. Tolick may have 10 assists. 2:20 to play here in this game. Greenville has scored for 70 again. Right side 3. This one is good by India Stokely. 70-61. It's a 9-point game with 2:10 to play. against the second and third unit by DB. They have shot it lights out from three-point territory. It's 11 three-pointers in the game for DB. Tolick, a rare shot attempt, puts it up and in. Tolick in the second half, just her third attempt. 2 of them have gone. A minute 45 to play, 72-61 Greenville. Ashlyn Brown at the top on the drive. Inside, outside, back to the top. Jay Jones, a 3. The 12th made three-pointer, and DB will call a timeout. A minute 33 to play here in this basketball game. We're going to keep it here during this timeout by Dobyns-Bennett with a minute 33 left here in this contest. All right, coming up next, it's Greenville Dobyns-Bennett in boys action. That'll be the second part of our simulcast tonight from WGRV and through Green Sports Zone. Wrapping up our Green Sports Zone basketball coverage, barring any type of sectional that we may get in a situation late this year. But on senior day, Greenville Dobyns-Bennett, your first chance to watch the Greeneville Greene Devils, the only team in town playing tonight. Last night, the North Green Lady Huskies. What a win against Cherokee. We know how difficult that is from the District 2 3A. But they did get that victory. A massive night for 2 Lady Huskies, 29 and 25. Traylon finishing with 25. Eva had 29 in the game on 8 made three-pointers. Impressive. Again, Dobyns-Bennett, well, they actually put the first group out there, down by 8. So you've got McReynolds along with Hazelton and Craddock in a 1-3-1 zone. They're just throwing out the kitchen sink at Greenville. They've only committed 2 fouls. Woolsey, Swatzel on the dribble. Back to Tolick. Tolick backdoor to Gray. Good find. Gray misses in close. Rebounded by guess who? Woolsey. Woolsey backs it out to Gray to Lye. Bunch of shots missed in the paint. Of course, Greenville not settling for the outside shot. Against this 1-3-1, they're trying to slice it up. Greenville trying to possess it. Lied with it. Back to Tolick, and a whistle and a foul with 52 seconds to play. Will only be the third foul that goes against Dobyns-Bennett. I think that is it, yeah. It's an 8-point game, and DB has done this line change stuff tonight. Greenville's been very consistent scoring, and again, 70 was typically the line for Watts and Greenville. Missed shot by Tolick, but guess who got the rebound? Woolsey. Again. Lyde being chased because she has the ball. It's amazing what the ball does. Skip it back to Lyde as we go to 30 seconds to play. Lyde to the rim and in. Maria Lyde, a new career high. She's got 33. 74-61. And a foul that goes against Greenville as Craddock, Eden Craddock, boy, the bench is loving it. Briley Tolick with her third, second on the team, and to the free throw line will go Eden Craddock with 21 seconds to play. Greenville leading it by 10. 12 made three-pointers in the game for DB will help. Eden Craddock a little bit short on the first. Bill Francis lined up for a good group over the next couple of years. Craddock missed both, and she shot him only 14.5 feet. Free throw line is about 15 feet. 21 seconds to play. Tolick lied, and she'll be fouled by Eden. Carly was coming from the blind side to try to steal it. Well, at least they're having some fun. The foul on Carly will be her second. It's team foul number 4 on the Tribe. Coming up, it'll be our news between games. We will have our depends on what Coach Watts is. Coach Watts will indicate what we're doing with our postgame. Underneath the bucket is Woolsey for the layup is good. Julia Woolsey, 15, make that 17 for her. Another assist by Tolick. 7 seconds. 3 ball by Malia Brown is good for their 13th made 3 of the game, but that'll end the game. 13 threes hit by DB, and they still got beat. Bill Francis, he's all smiles. The whole team is smiles. I mean, they basically just gave this one up for the most part here tonight. Well, since 1979, tonight, the 58th meeting, Greenville gets their 4th straight win against Dobyns-Bennett. And we'll see how this series goes after this season, because you know they'll keep playing, for no question about it. Senior Day festivities coming up. We'll wrap this one up when we return right after this. Your final score, Greenville 76, Dobyns-Bennett 67. This is Lady Devil basketball, driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WGRV and simulcast through Green Sports Zone.
2026 seniors who have proudly represented.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money.
Jada Burton, the daughter of JT and Carla Burton. Jada has participated in...
Well, the Greenville Lady Devils victorious here today on Senior Day as they get the 76-67 victory against Dobyns-Bennett. We'll have a full, complete wrap, and our interview with Coach Watts will come at the conclusion of the Senior Day festivities. But Dobyns-Bennett hit 13 three-pointers in this game. That's just an amazing feat, and they lost. But again, Bill Francis basically said, listen, I'm going to do the line change. I'm going to keep everybody fresh. They've got the postseason to think about. Greenville does too, but again, they just want continuity and chemistry. They got it here tonight as, again, everybody on target. Maria Lyde scores a career best. Greenville very consistent through the game. 20, 20, 20, and then 16 in the fourth. Dobyns-Bennett 18, 10, 20, and then 19 in the fourth. And the Lady Devils get the 9-point victory. 33 for Maria Lyde tonight. 17 for Julia Woolsey. 14 for Briley Tulloch, both very likely with a double-double in some way, shape, form, or fashion. 7 for Taya Gray. 3 for Joe Swansel, and 2 for senior Emma Shelton for the Lady Devils. For Dobyns-Bennett tonight, again, everybody scored. Pretty much everybody that played scored. And Reese Hazelton in very limited minutes today, finishing with 10 points. 9 for McReynolds, 8 for Jay Jones, 2 for Aslan Brown, 9 for Malia Brown, 4 for Afton Baker, 3 for India Stokely, 9 for Mary Kate Lively, 7 for Ariana Thomas, and 6 for Carly Craddock for their total of 67. Again, they hit 13 three-pointers in the contest. Greenville gets the victory, their 19th win of the year. Coach Watts' career 599th win in her career as a coach. Dobyns-Bennett goes to 16-12. They'll have Morristown West Thursday in the district tournament. Greenville will have Volunteer Thursday back here on WGRV. Again, your final, Greenville 76, Dobyns-Bennett 67. As you've been listening to Lady Devil basketball, driven by Gateway Ford Nissan. Your news between games coming up here on WGRV.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hardworking equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
In Greenville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
we wrangle your tangles.
Member of the cheer team, Trudy served as co-captain her senior year. Trudy plans to attend ETSU and major in radiology. Known for stepping up and bringing positivity to the team, Trudy says the memories and bonds she's built will always be her favorite part of being a Green Devil. Anastasia Smith, the daughter of Waverly and Miranda Smith. Anastasia has cheered since her freshman year and served as co-captain this season. She's received an offer to cheer at Milligan University. Her dedication and work ethic have not gone unnoticed, and she says the relationships she built through cheer will be her favorite part of high school. We are also especially proud tonight to recognize one of the main reasons we're gathered here, the Lady Devils basketball team. These young women have represented Greenville with heart, determination, and class, and setting standards for teamwork and dedication. Under the leadership of Coach Annette Watts, they've continued to grow and excel. Peyton Berquist, the daughter of Sean and Stacy Berquist, as a team manager, she does it all. Water girl, shooting short girl, pin me a towel girl, and whatever any player needs girl. Coach Watts says Peyton is always ready to give in any way possible. Peyton says her favorite part is watching the girls give their best effort on and off the court. The team is appreciative of her dedication and the heart she brings every day. Matea Gray, the daughter of Elpidio Bobadilla and Tina Gray. Matea has played basketball since she was 5 years old, competing at the Y, rep, middle school, and high school. She will miss the bond she's built through practice. Matea's heart, toughness, and relentless effort have defined her career. Her speed and defensive intensity lead the Devils in deflections for 2 years straight, earning her all-conference honors. Emma Shelton, the daughter of the late Stefan Shelton and Tammy Shelton. In her first year back on the court since 8th grade, Emma returned with a great attitude and an even greater heart. She's a willing learner and encouraging teammate and brings energy and positivity every single day. Off the court, Emma serves on the student council and is a member of the National Honor Society. She says the Lady Devils have given her more than basketball, they have given her family and have taught her to push herself and believe in her abilities. Jordan Spotzel, the daughter of Billy and Lori Spotzel. Jordan, the definition of perseverance, fighting her way back from a knee injury and growing stronger each season. One of only 2 players on the team to make 100 three-pointers and tied for second all-time in a single game with 8. A 2-time state tournament participant, she has earned all-region, all-district her sophomore year, and off the court is dually enrolled at Walters State and a member of the National Honor Society. Riley Tulloch, the daughter of Kevin and Tanya Tulloch. In just 1 season as a Lady Devil, Riley has made an unforgettable impact. A member of the 2,000-point, 500 rebound, 400 assist, and 300 steal club, and a 4-year high school scholar with numerous all-tournament, all-conference, and all-region honors. She cemented her legacy by breaking David Crockett's all-time scoring record and etched her name into the Lady Devils record book. We're grateful for her excellence, competitiveness, and leadership she's brought to the team. Riley says becoming a Lady Devil gave her friendships that feel like family, not only with teammates but coaches as well. And now we recognize the Greenville High School Green Devils boys basketball team and members.
All right, where are we?
Represented with school-wide toughness and determination. Under the leadership of head coach Brad Wilsey, this program continues to compete with excellence and represent our community in class.
You back?
CJ Berkeley, the son of Shane Sterling. CJ has faithfully served as a team manager since his freshman year, showing unwavering loyalty and dedication to the program.
Hello.
His coaches and teammates bring joy and positivity to everyone in the encounters. Off the court, CJ studied.
Well, I'll do a wrap, boys. You there?
This is daily conversations with the team, especially.
What I'm going to do is a wrap. So play. You can come back, and I'll keep the coverage when we come back. Do a one more commercial here. 30 seconds. One more.
Ryan has represented Greenville's commitment and character. Off the court, he's a member of the National Honor.
And then do a Coach Watts post-game bumper back, because I'll eventually talk to her, because I've got the last senior going right now, basically.
William Wilsey, the son of Brad and Melissa Wilsey. From elementary, Greenville Middle School
Uh-oh. Now we got it. Woo.
You good? Too loud?
Woo. I'm good.
Okay.
How about you? You good?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Expectations that come along with it. One of his proudest memories competing in the state tournament.
Well, the Greenville Lady Devils victorious here tonight on senior night as they get a 76-67 victories. We welcome you back in. Senior night, we just honored several of our senior board coaches.
Several of our seniors.
That's a big group right there.
And I can just say this to you and fans, I hate this night.
Absolutely, I guarantee.
Not only because I'm losing kids, but because they just cannot focus to play. I mean, we couldn't guard my grandmother tonight.
I know, it was tough. It was tough. 13 threes. They had 13 threes
They
on
had
us.
13 threes with kids that never shoot threes because we're not out there on them.
Yeah.
You know, he came to me before the game started, and he said, and Eddie said, I wasn't going to cancel on you. He said, we have to play the play-in game tomorrow night. He said, it's going to look like a Chinese fire drill. He said, I'm going to run five, run five, run five. And had he been able to play his top 7 or 8, we'd been in trouble.
Boy, they were good. They were on par tonight.
They were on par. They're mad because they're having to play the play-in game. It was some kind of tie. And so those kids are mad. And I told them, I said, you stay mad, but gosh, not so mad at us.
Yeah, no doubt.
Geez, but I was tickled to death with Maria Light. I see she has got a new career high with 33 tonight. So. And I know she led us in rebounding. We only had 2 that really rebounded tonight. So, you know, we lost that goal in that we always want to win the boards, and we pretty much got crushed. So I'm hopeful that we can put this behind us, get ourselves ready to go, because Thursday night, guys, we play fans in the first round of the district tournament Thursday night at 6 o'clock at Granger. And we get to play Volunteer. And, you know, we've beat Volunteer. They're going to be so ready for us. And if we practice like we've practiced the last 2 days, it'll be a tough one.
Oh, wow. I don't want to hear that.
Well, that's, you know, I knew how we were going to play because of how we've practiced. And when you've been at it 100 years like me, you know those things. And, you know, and no matter how much you talk and how much you tell them, they have to experience it. So this may be a good eye-opener for us.
I'd say it will be.
Yeah.
No question.
So fans, I've got Maria Lyde right here behind me. Let me put her on, and thank you, sir.
You're
and
welcome.
I hear work went on at that house today.
Can you believe it?
I'm telling you.
We're wearing it out now.
You get going, buddy.
We're going.
Thanks, fans.
Thank you. Coach Watts, again, 599 career victories for her in her 32 seasons. And so we're hopeful that we are celebrating a milestone on Thursday. You good? You okay? Too loud? Are you good?
No, it's good.
Okay. So tonight, interesting game for the Lady Devils. We speak with Maria Lyde. A new career best for you, 33.
Oh, is it?
12 of 24 shooting, and 9 of 9 from the free throw line. So
that's new.
That's exactly. Yeah, right. So that was awesome. So I was just like really excited. Probably a double-double tonight with the rebounding. You and Julia were really good in that. We missed a lot of shots in the paint. Were they making life difficult? Were they packing the paint against us tonight?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of banging and going on, and a lot of grabbing, my throat and everything else. But I feel like we just got to play through it. And I feel like whenever we came out at the half, we started looking for cuts more than just going off the bounce, because catching and scoring wasn't really an option, so we just had to make the extra pass and keep going.
You know, and tonight defensively, we gave up some threes. I know that probably wasn't what we wanted to do. They had 13 three-pointers on us. They had the line change. So was it difficult to kind of pick up who we were matched up with much of the game?
I feel like when we started a different group of people tonight, because it was senior night, it kind of made us hesitate a little bit more. Like, we weren't really talking. That was really the big thing. We did not talk, which we have to fix before Thursday, otherwise they'll do what they just did and hit more than 13 threes on us.
Well, they changed consistently. Did we have a difficulty matching up with what they were doing with the amount of players that they were throwing in the game today?
No, because I feel like with the amount of people that we play, it's kind of a used to thing with us. That made no sense, I'm sorry. But it's kind of usual for us to do that, and we just got to keep playing. We have to stop fouling, getting in foul trouble, and that's about it.
Well, all right, we'll play well. You played great tonight. Thank you. That's Maria Light. Lady Devils pick up this victory. This is what they did today. 28 of 61 from the field. They were 18 of 20 from the free throw line. Yeah, they do have to stop fouling, but they went to the free throw line tonight. They made free throws. That was what was actually they needed to, as Dobyns-Bennett made things very interesting, obviously, with those 13 three-pointers hit in the game. Told you that Maria Light, a 33-point game, career best. Julia Woolsey was 17. Briley Tolick with 14. 7 for Taya Gray, 3 for Swatzel, and 2 for Shelton. They went 18 of 20 at the stripe. Turned the ball over just 12 times in the game unofficially. For Dobyns-Bennett, they hit 22 of 37 shots. That's pretty efficient. Their issue was they couldn't hang on to it. They finished with 19 turnovers in the game. They hit 10 of 18 from the free throw line. And again, line change. I didn't realize they were doing the play-in game tomorrow. The way the bracket came out, they weren't in that play-in game. But obviously something weird happened there. And the likelihood of them winning, based on the way they played tonight, I like their odds and advancing. But, yeah, they will be in that obvious play-in contest there here late in this particular season for Dobyns-Bennett. But they go in at 16-12, led tonight 10 points by Reese Hazelton, who hit 2 of those 13 three-pointers. All right, coming up, it's boys basketball and our Gary's Paint Body pregame. It's on the way after this 1-minute break. Back in 1 minute for pregame of Greenville and Dobyns-Bennett boys. Your final in game 1 was the Greenville Lady Devils 76, Dobyns-Bennett 67. As you listen to Lady Devil basketball, driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WSMG, WGRV, and simulcast through Green Sports Zone.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
All right, we welcome you back into Hal Henard Gymnasium tonight. Greenville, Dobyns-Bennett, game 2 of our doubleheader. As these two teams, very interesting. We'll talk about that series coming up here in just a couple of moments. First for this Dobyns-Bennett team, 24-7 on the year. They finished 7-1 in the league. They tie with Morristown West. DB, the recorded winningest basketball program in America, as they approach 2,500 career wins. They're at 24-48. I believe it is, for the 106th season of Dobyns-Bennett basketball. Last year, they earned their 20-win season, but were bounced from the postseason in the regional semifinal to Science Hill. This year, DB opened with a 109-30 shellacking of Asheville that really set the tone for them the rest of the year. They had their 2026 10-game winning streak snapped against Morristown West just about 5 days ago. But they come and rebound with the win against Science Hill, 48-32. They have won 11 of their last 12. They'll take on the Westridge Morristown East winner Friday in the district tournament. For Dobyns-Bennett, who comes in with Chris Poore, the former Green Devil himself, started out at Chunky, went to Chunky Oak for a year, moved, went to Greenville, finished out his career again with Bill Duncan as the head coach, went to Anderson University, was a 2-year transfer to Tusculum where he graduated in 2008, started his coaching career at Jefferson County after spending some time with the Washington Generals going up against the Harlem Globetrotters. Yes, that guy. He was there at Jeff County for 5 seasons and now at Dobyns-Bennett from 2017 on. Has a 329 and 137 career record. 238 of those victories have come at Dobyns-Bennett, and he's collected a state title in 2021 and 2022. As Chris Poore, we welcome you back to your old stomping grounds here at Hal Henard. Dobyns-Bennett winning the first game of the season against Greenville on January 9th, 77-67. More of our Gary's Paint Body pregame in 1 minute. That's when we come back here to Hal Henard. Greenville, Dobyns-Bennett for the 131st time. This is Green Devil basketball, driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WGRV and simulcast through Green Sports Zone.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at GatewayNissanGreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
Let me just tell you this right now, Tyler. That's a lot of money, man. And that may just happen now. You put that amount of money on the line. That's like your dad going golfing. You do that, that's some pretty good money to put on that. I'll say that right now. Greenville, Dobyns-Bennett, the Greeneville Greene Devils are not having the season that they had hoped for. They were going into this season as state contenders. Obviously, everything changed on July 4th, where the entire world changed and went upside down for this Green Devil team. But this team is gelled. They've come together. Now it's just about getting outside of their own head, knowing that they are a talented, good basketball team. Hopefully, the second season, when it begins, maybe it begins tonight, can change them and make them a lot different. Their last game, they allowed 19 offensive rebounds, in which led directly to 42 points at a 94-80 loss at Volunteer. The most points that this team, a Greenville team, has given up since the sectional in 2020 against Fulton, which they gave up 84. Jerry Jones threw in a district record 44 points, tying Jacoby Gillespie's 44-point game against Granger in the 22 district championship game. The 80 points Greenville scored is the second highest point total this year. They paced 5 in double figures, even in the loss. Last time they played this Dobyns-Bennett team, they trailed 35-18 at the half, but they rallied to outscore them 49-42 in the second half, including a 30-point fourth quarter. They closed the deficit to 3, but could get no closer in their 10-point loss. Greenville shot 55% for the game and a blistering 80% in the fourth quarter. They were 9 of 25 from 3. Taryn Clarity led Greenville with 17. Jordan Mills with 14, and Parker Quillen had 12. Jordan has been on a tear, averaging about 18 points a game in his last 20, including a career-best 23 against Cherokee this year. This will be the first losing season for Greenville since the 96-97 team that finished just 6-22. This is the first 4-loss conference season since the 2003-2004 team finished 6-4 in the IMAC, but still finished 3rd in the league. The 4th place finish Greenville had this year in the league. It's the first time they finished outside of the top 2 since the 2009-2010 season, when they finished 3rd in that particular year. So a Greenville team that is just trying to get through it, but again have looked good at times getting through it, and know that they are full of talent and full of offense as well. On this senior day, they will be recognizing those guys, which we did, and those 2 seniors on this team will be in this starting 5. We talked a little bit about the series. The last game against Dobyns-Bennett, they lost 77-67. The 69th recorded meeting that we know of for fact with actual results since about 1978. Dobyns-Bennett 47-21. The first meeting occurred in 1919. Dobyns-Bennett, according to the newspaper article, handily won the game, the lads on the floor. But because of an out-of-bound ruling issue, they decided to leave, and Greenville got the 2-0 forfeit win. The teams did not meet again until 1955. So with those and some of the other results that we don't know of, the 131st meeting potentially making this the oldest basketball rivalry, non-conference, in the state. Greenville comes in losers of 3 straight. Dobyns-Bennett winners of 11 of 10. Starting lineups in the opening tip-off right after we thank our sponsors with our opening billboard. It's Greenville. It's Dobyns-Bennett. This is Green Devil basketball, driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WGRV, simulcast through Green Sports Zone.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside, or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now, get it straight from our doors to yours.
Value every day, Food City.
Next one. And at forward, 6'3", junior, number 23, Tyree Thomas.
Greenville Dobyns-Bennett tonight. Let's take a look at the starting five for the visiting tribe. It'll be Elijah Thomas, a 6-foot junior, Caden Cutlip, a 5'11 junior, Jalen Thomas, a 5'8 senior, TJ Maxwell, a 6'3 junior, and Tyree Thomas, a 6'3 junior for Coach Chris Moore in his 9th year. Matt Baker, Brandon Reed, James Scales, and Ken Cutlip assisting on the bench. They're 24-7, 7-1 in the league. They are in the top 5 in the state. For the Greeneville Greene Devils, it'll be the freshman Zy Neal, the 6-foot freshman. William Woolsey gets the start tonight, the 6-foot senior. Taryn Clarity, the 5'10 junior. Jordan Mills, the 5'10 junior. And Ryan Maggard, the 5'10 senior. For Coach Brad Woolsey in his 16th year, 335 career victories, assisted by the Director of Basketball Operations, Nathan Hale, and Josh Bennett. Greenville on their senior night here tonight at Hal Henard open up district play on Friday as the 4 seed against the number 1 seed Cherokee, whom they have split with during the regular season. Everybody on board here on the table, Donna, Bentley, the DJ guy, Metcalf, and myself. Brian State, courtside game station engineers Jeff, not less but more, and our TV producers from Green Sports Zone tonight, Matthew Palazzo and Tyler Nichols. The opening tip won emphatically by the tribe. We are underway. DB goes left to right on your radio dial as we view it. This will be Elijah Thomas on the right side, back onto the left wing to Caden Cutlip. Cutlip into the corner, a 3-ball by Maxwell is off the mark and no good, but battling, getting the rebound will be DB, and then traveling on in the process of doing it. Tyree Thomas got that board. Rebounding, and rebounding has been the issue for the Green Devils really during this whole year. But again, they're undersized. Man, they are gifted. They are talented. There is absolutely no question about that. It's just a matter of getting the ball to go through the cylinder at times. Clarity is going to be fouled by Jalen Thomas. It'll be his first, team foul number 1. They gambled. They kind of baited the Green Devils as Jordan Mills was bringing it up. And then they double-team trapped him right at that midcourt stripe. We'll get it to Zy Neal. I'll go this far. Could be one of the best. And there have been a good few that have come through here of late. Top of the key, this will be Taryn Clarity. Woolsey. Clarity has shown the range from 3. Neal will take that 3. This one rims, no good. And the rebound comes down and off to Dobyns-Bennett. They look to transition quickly into the front court. And maybe an offensive foul it is. Elijah Thomas whistled for his first, team second. There will be those that say, especially from the Kingsport area, that when they do come here, it's difficult to get adjusted to how the game may or may not be called. That is the truth for everybody. Inbound situation is turned over by Greenville. Dobyns-Bennett with the basketball. Mills is screened off. They get it inside for Tyree Thomas, who puts it up and in. A minute in, DB leads it 2-0. Neal nearly had it taken by Elijah Thomas. Neal, good change of direction into the front court. To the top is Clarity. On the left side, this will be Jordan Mills. Underneath to Maggard. Maggard back to Clarity. Great ball movement. Clarity with the layup, and the Green Devil ball movement was superb. Ties it at 2. Clarity, very aggressive both, and Mills jumps a pass. Mills will take it, drive it, shoot it, and score it. Jordan Mills. After the turnover, the Green Devils in front, 4-2. 6:15 to play here in this opening quarter. Elijah Thomas onto the left side to Maxwell, bouncing it to Tyree Thomas. Thomas, nice little cut back underneath as they work the motion. TJ Maxwell was all alone underneath, ties the game at 4. Got the screen to tie it. Ball knocked out of bounds by DB. Into the game will come Henry Hill. Dobyns-Bennett will sub and do the line changes. Levi Webb will be into the contest. Garrison Jones into the game. And here comes the Johnson County sensation transfer, Carter Atwood, the 5'6" sophomore. Matthew had a game for the ages last year in the district championship between South Greene and Johnson County. Just a crazy game. I think 2 kids in the game combined to score like 70-some points. It was insane. And Atwood was taking shots from everywhere. Jordan Mills in the paint, using that frame for a close-in jumper that's good. Jordan Mills. Greenville 3 of 4 to start the game. Greenville leads at 6-4. 5.5 to play in the opening quarter. Atwood bouncing it to Jones. Jones on the top of the key, back to Atwood. Doubled is Atwood, throws it out to Henry Hill, gathering it. Mills defending him. Getting it into the hands of Caden Cutlip, the Unicoi County transfer. So Unicoi County and Johnson County transfers here this season to DB. Inside, outside to Hill for a 3, short, no good. Mills grabs the rebound for the Greene Devils. Good energy by Greenville to open up the game. 5 minutes, but they had great energy against Volunteer as well, down by 3 at the half. Right side front court with the basketball is going to be Woolsey. Woolsey backed out behind that 3-point stripe, still with it. Driving on Hill to the baseline left side, trying to get into the offensive set. Neal to Maggart. Maggart. Neal. Left side, Mills. Clarity from the foul line to the Devil Head logo. Skip pass to Maggart. He'll take a 3. And it's no good. And the rebound comes down to Atwood on the weak side. Leads to a break. Layup is no good. Missed by Levi Webb. Rebounded by the Greene Devils Mills. He's racing it into the other front court. And will have it slowed up. Maggart back to Mills. Mills left side to Neal. Line change about to happen for the Greene Devils. Between the rings, Mills, Maggart. Defended by Cutlip. Here is Clarity. In and out for 3, no good. Rebounded by Jones. Clarity shooting it well from 3 this season, especially the last couple of games. Now Hill toes the line for 3. This one rims out, no good. Battle for the rebound will be Dobyns-Bennett, and this will be Webb missing. Rebounded by the Greene Devils. Here comes Clarity. Wants to go on everybody. Had it knocked away and out of play off DB. Amir Knight, Braylon Kidwell into the contest for Greenville. Back into the game, Elijah Thomas, along with Lucas Calabro and Daxton Collins into the game for your DB. Inbound, Woolsey in the paint. Jumper is no good in close, and the rebound comes down to the Tribe. Into the front court with it is going to be Lucas Calabro, the freshman. On the right side to Daxton Collins, a sophomore. Back to the top, this is going to be Henry Hill for 3. This one is no good. The rebound tip controlled by Neal. Greenville basketball, they lead at 6-4. Neal weaves his way through traffic, will draw the foul. Good take by Neal, as he was just too fast for anyone else to handle, and will earn a trip to the free throw line for Greenville. Foul will go against Jalen Thomas, who I don't see out there. So it must be against Daxton Collins. So Collins will pick up the foul. Meanwhile, Neal at the free throw line. Good on his first. Zai at 65% on the year from the line, 11.4 points per game. Jordan 13.7 and Taryn Clarity at 10.8. Good for Neal for both. 8-4 Greenville. 3 ball on the way by Elijah Thomas. That one is no good. Dobyns-Bennett's over from 3-point territory in the game. They missed their last 6 shots as well. 3 minutes to play here in this first quarter of action. Greenville by 4 and with the ball. Jordan Mills to Neal. Neal between the rings, watched by Garrison Jones. On to the right side. Tried to split a double team. Does so successfully. Woolsey back out to Mills. 2:45 on the clock to Amir Knight. Knight, big JV game. The Greenville JV boys holding on to a 55-54 victory. After getting beat by 30 back in January in that JV game. Mills for 3. Bang! Jordan Mills off the dribble, fading away three. That patented Jordan Mills look. And it's 11-4 Greenville. They have their largest lead of the game. Greenville also on a 7-0 run. Atwood, floater down the lane, he answers. Carter Atwood has his first two, and a long drought ended for DB of 4 minutes without points. And 0 for their last 6, and 0 for their last 5 from three-point territory. Neal into the front court, watched by Henry Hill. Back to the top, onto the left, this is Mills. Under 2 to play in this opening quarter. On the right side, Braylon Kidwell. Kidwell bouncing it inside, and it's knocked away from Woolsey, who's going to tie the ball up and get it back for the Green Devils. So, into the contest will be Ryan Maggart. Into the game returns Taryn Clarity. Back into the game for DB will come TJ Maxwell, along with Elijah Thomas, Tyree Thomas. Back into the game. Jump ball for Greenville, and Caden Cutlett back into the game. 11-6. They didn't move the arrow. DB won the opening tip. Greenville was to have the ball here. They do have it. It'll be Clarity to inbound the basketball. Right side front court. Amir Knight. Knight to Kidwell. Kidwell bouncing it to the top to Maggart. Onto the right side, Clarity. Back to Kidwell. Clarity underneath. Good movement to Amir Knight. Lays it up. Puts it in. That's great movement by the Green Devils. Boy, that's the best movement I've seen all year. 13-6 Greenville. Minute 25 to play in this first quarter. Tipped away from Tyree Thomas, the 6'3 junior. Worked over by Knight. Bodying him up into the paint. Puts up a tough runner. No good. Clarity can't grab the rebound, but Maggart will. Gets it to Clarity. Greenville has made life tough inside the paint for Dobyns-Bennett as we get to a minute to play here in this opening quarter. As I'm noticing just now, Greenville playing without Parker Quillen. Don't see him on the bench. Mills a three. No. Long rebound will come out for Cutlip. First miss by Mills in the game. Cutlip goes to the rim, and he knocked it off of Cutlip's knee, and they missed it. Can we get a replay? You going to do a little review here, Booth? That's a great play by Jordan Mills to deflect it away. Lobbing it to Elijah Thomas. Driving on Mills, and Mills knocked it away again after it probably could have been an offensive foul. Elijah Thomas says that was a foul. How about, yeah, it was. It was an offensive foul for sure. Cutlip on the inbound. Top of the key with it is going to be Jalen Thomas. Lost it, got it back. Kidwell making life difficult. Here's Cutlip on the right wing. Watched by Maggart. Bouncing it to Tyree Thomas. Tyree on the right side. Worked over by Knight. Good D by Knight. Maybe a travel it is. Turnover against Dobyns-Bennett. Greenville playing solid here in this opening quarter. Dobyns-Bennett won't play again. It's until Friday. I didn't realize the Lady Indians play tomorrow night, though, in that play-in game. But, man, they get that first group like they were playing today. Watch out the rest of that district. 13-6. 15 seconds to play here in this opening quarter. Greenville with the basketball. Here's Kidwell. Kidwell under 10 seconds. Kidwell getting away from Thomas. Will pull up for two. Good. Braylon Kidwell. 1 second, and that'll end the opening quarter. Greenville will take a 15-6 lead into the second at the end of one. Greenville 15. It's Dobyns-Bennett 6. As you listen to Green Devil basketball driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WGRV and simulcast through Green Sports Zone.
Your project needs power. Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric Supply.
For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has proudly served the Tri-Cities with a personal touch because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet repairs to full plumbing repiping, we have the experience and expertise to get the job done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect solution for your home. Our technicians stand behind their work and always leave your space clean and spotless. Looking for a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
(15-6), Greenville with the lead against Dobyns-Bennett. It's the team that we knew could play this year. They're solid, but just one turnover really helped. And, of course, they hit the glass, adjusting from their Friday woes against Volunteer. I said this back in January, the way they played and were kind of zoned in. It was a 10-point loss, but I was like, we need to act like it's signed, sealed Dobyns-Bennett against every opponent we play. TJ Maxwell missing a jumper. Tyree Thomas grabs the rebound. Count it 1. The personal foul is on Amir Knight, will be his first. Team foul number 1 on Greenville, their first foul whistled in the game. Tyree Thomas, very similar to that of Jerry Jones, Jeremiah, from Volunteer in his size, but his stature much stronger, so Greenville will be challenged. Knight grabbing a rebound, and the free throw is no good. 15-8, Greenville, and a foul will go against Elijah Thomas. 3 Thomases on the floor: Elijah, Jalen, and Tyree.
Elijah Thomas is second, team's first.
Elijah had words for the official, who stares him down as he walks off the floor. Henry Hill will be into the game. His second foul, team foul number 1. Greenville basketball, Carter Atwood defending Neal. Amir Knight to the left side, Ryan Maggart. Maggart tried to bounce it, and Hill knocked it away, stole it. Hill on the drive to the rim, missed it, and the rebound, Woolsey. Woolsey gets it to Knight, but throws it to his dad, who is not eligible to play anymore. The gray hair might have something to do with it. Inbound situation for DB. Atwood on the inbound in front of the Greenville bench to Hill, back to Atwood. Greenville took away the Hill cutter. He's got it now. They get it to Thomas, this being Tyree Thomas, watched by Amir Knight. Back out on the right side, skip it to Caden Cutlip. Cutlip, oh, a nice little dribble penetration. Gets it to Thomas from the left elbow, kicks it out to TJ Maxwell, not afraid to fire for 3. This one is no good. The rebound hits the floor. Henry Hill had it, and it will be a jump on. The arrow will go back to the Green Devils. Good effort by 3 Green Devils getting on the floor there with Henry Hill. Hill making life difficult. He moves so well without the ball. Well, most people do in basketball. You got to. Zy Neal doing a little bit of everything, which is going to make him one of the best in the country someday. Cha-ching. Taryn Clarity on the inbound. As Zy was cleaning up the floor with the towel, doing it all. Amir Knight at the midcourt stripe into the front court. DB came with that trap and then tried to bounce it to Woolsey, and the Green Devils rearing their ugly head with things and habits that have become a problem this year in turnovers. It'll be their 4th turnover of the game, the 3rd here in this second quarter, and we have yet to play a minute and a half in the second quarter. Here comes Braylon Kidwell and Jordan Mills back into the game. Mills a solid first quarter, 7 points for him, 2 by Knight, Kidwell, Clarity, and Neal. Into the front court is Maxwell. Onto the left side to Cutlip. Cutlip slinging it to Maxwell. He'll pull up for a 2. It's good. TJ Maxwell, just a pure score. 15-10, 6:13 to play in the first half. Here comes Mills into the corner to Woolsey. Woolsey to Clarity. Clarity back to Neal. Oh, they weren't ready for it. Clarity was shouting out instructions, and Neal threw in the ball, and it's another turnover by the Green Devils. Maxwell toes the line for 3. That one's good. Just like that, it's a 2-point game, 5:50 to play in the first half, and again, turnovers becoming an issue. Clarity beating the press into the front court to Woolsey, right wing. Will drive it to the baseline for the floater. Good. Willie Woolsey knocks down his first 2 of the game. It's the first points of this second quarter. Greenville leads 17-13. Cutlip, Hill on the baseline, dribbles, gives it up to Cutlip. Catch and release 3 is no good. Rebounded by Jordan Mills. It is Cutlip's first shot of the game. Into the front court, to the top of the key, onto the right side with the basketball. This is going to be Braylon Kidwell inside to Neal, posting up on Atwood. Good move. Neal will finish it, and that's just good recognition by Kidwell. 19-13 Greenville. Hill, Clarity knocked it away. Maxwell gets it back. Maxwell bodied by Clarity. Bodying Cutlip, and a little too much bodying by Taryn Clarity that time. Will pick up his first, team foul number 2. Into the game will return Levi Webb and Garrison Jones for the Tribe. 4:51 to play first half, Greenville by 6. They've led by as many as 9. That was the score at the end of the first quarter. Atwood bodied up by Neal aggressively. Atwood handling it and then lost it. They will blow the whistle. Neal will pick up his first, team foul number 3 on the Green Devils. I think if he had been able to hang on to it, no whistle will happen, but he lost it really on his own. Inbound for Garrison Jones. Tried the over-the-shoulder Willie Mays catch. He will not reenact that in any Hollywood movie. Lay it off to Webb, and he'll finish it. Levi Webb for 2. 19-15 Greenville. Long pass front court. Braylon Kidwell attacking the paint, kicking it out to Zy Neal. Giving it up to Kidwell again, back out to Mills at the Devilhead logo. Well, Greenville back, or I should say Dobyns-Bennett back, organized defensively, cut down that fast break opportunity. Neal to Clarity. Clarity waiting for the pass this time. This will be Mills, defended by Atwood. The ball dribbles off of Jordan Mills' foot out of bounds, and the Green Devils have turned it over for the 5th time in the quarter. And we have not played half of the quarter yet. Greenville leading at 19-15. Dobyns-Bennett with the basketball back. And back into the game will come Jalen Thomas for the Tribe. Thomas will bring it across the stripe. On the dribble, watched by Neal. Inside to Webb. Clarity tried to steal it. Webb holds on to it. Runs into his own player. Count it 1. Levi Webb finishing through the contact of his own player. But they're going to call the foul on Woolsey. It'll be his first, team foul number 4. It looked like friendly fire, and the friendly fire may have been because Woolsey threw his teammate into Webb. That probably was the reason. But Webb will go to the stripe with the chance to make this a 1-point game. Maggart and Knight back into the game. Clarity will get, I think, his first breather of the night. Along with Willie, could be out for the first time as well. Webb missing the free throw. Knight grabbing the rebound, gets it to Mills. It is a 2-point Greenville lead and a bullet pass into the front court. Turnover by Greenville again. 7th turnover by Greenville, 6th in this quarter, and it's at 3:46 to play in the second. Dobyns-Bennett with the basketball, a chance to tie or take the lead. We were tied at 4. The Green Devils went on a 7-0 run. They led the game by 9 at the end of the first quarter. At the top of the key, to the left side, this will be Jalen Thomas. Right side, Garrison Jones. Knight getting into him, slings it into the corner for the lead. This one is no good by Cutlip, and the rebound taken by Amir Knight. Knight playing with some confidence in that JV game. That's spilled over here to this varsity game. Left side front court, Braylon Kidwell. Top of the key is going to be Zy Neal. Neal, and this pass stolen away. A tough pass, another turnover. It leads to a fast break for Jones. He'll finish it. Garrison Jones on the fast break, ties it at 19 on the terrible turnover for the Green Devils. And another turnover for Greenville as Kidwell can't hang on to it. Into the corner, Cutlip, a quick trigger 3. In and out, no good. Webb grabs the rebound and puts it in. Timeout by Greenville. Offensive foul, I should say offensive rebounding, rearing its ugly head against this Green Devil team has given Dobyns-Bennett a 21-19 advantage here in this opening half. It's their first lead since they led it 2-0 against the Green Devils here in this basketball game. They had the game tied at 4. Greenville went on that 7-0 run, but it's been all Dobyns-Bennett here in this second quarter, thanks in large part to the turnover bug. Greenville with 1 turnover in the first quarter, therefore they played great. They had shots, they had possessions. Dobyns-Bennett has forced now 8 turnovers in this second quarter. They have yet to turn the ball over. They have 2 turnovers for the game unofficially, and they're starting to find the shot to go down. They've hit one three-pointer. It's somewhere in the neighborhood of like 1 for 10, maybe 1 for 11 from 3 in the game. But Levi Webb is cleaning things up. Offensive rebound putbacks, as Greenville was forced to burn that 30-second timeout, which has turned out to be more like a minute. With 2:45 to play here in this basketball game, or first half I should say, it's 21-19. Inbound situation with it is going to be Braylon Kidwell. Out of the Green Devil timeout. Jordan Mills back to Kidwell. Across the stripe into the front court. Kidwell handles it. Against the Dobyns-Bennett pressure, they did come with the zone. They have come with the zone pressure, I should say. On that right side, Maggard looked inside, the bullet pass to Woolsey, and it's another turnover by Greenville. 10 turnovers for the game, 9 in the quarter for Greenville, and Thomas, that's an illegal dribble. It'll be the first turnover of the second quarter for DB, their third of the game. 21-19, Dobyns-Bennett. Greenville has not scored in 3 minutes. And in that amount of time, they have had 5 turnovers. They had 3 turnovers in the opening minute and a half of this second quarter. Clarity into the front court. Little floater is good. Taryn Clarity got his 4th point of the contest, ending the drought for Greenville of right at 3 minutes. Ties it at 21. Jalen Thomas on the right side to the top to Cutlip. Cutlip watched by Maggard. Cutlip. Thomas. Left side to Maxwell. Maxwell, watched by Clarity, goes baseline, spins, back out top of the key. This will be Colobro at 3, is no good. Rebounded by Mills, who finally does corral it for the Green Devils. 90 seconds in the half. Greenville Dobyns-Bennett tied at 21. Mills on the left side to Clarity. Clarity to the right side to Kidwell at 3. Is no good, and the rebound comes down to Dobyns-Bennett. Here comes Jalen Thomas, Maxwell, Colobro. Between the rings, center of the floor, this will be Jalen Thomas. Tyree Thomas. Good D by the Green Devils, making it tough. And a 5-second count, Tyree just stood there with it. 4th turnover for DB. Greenville will have the ball back. 58 seconds to play here in the quarter. Zion Neal back into the game for the Green Devils as well. Inbound situation for Clarity. Baseline backcourt for the Green Devils. Here's Neal. He'll take it up against Colobro. Across the stripe into the front court. Now Greenville in the first quarter, all sorts of great execution in the half court, but struggling here in the second, struggling to hang on to the ball. Mills doubled, tripled with it somehow, and wiggles his way through, scores, but the whistle came well before the move to the bucket. And a near technical on DB. The foul will go against Tyree Thomas. It'll be his first, team second. Daxton Collins back into the game for DB. So baseline inbound for the Green Devils in the front court. 35 seconds to play here in this first half of action. Zion Neal with the basketball, will bounce it, gives it up to Clarity, drives it, kicks it out to Mills. Mills goes baseline, gives it up to Kidwell, point blank layup is good. Good find by Jordan Mills. Greenville back in front, 18 seconds. Into the front court will come DB. Jalen Thomas bouncing it for Collins. Backdoor look, throws it away. Turnover by the Tribe. 3 straight turnovers by DB. Maxwell back into the game with 6 seconds to play. Clarity on the inbound. Kidwell. Zion Neal takes a half-court heave. Back iron is no good, and that will end the opening half of play. We have played one half, and Greenville will go to the locker room leading DB by 2. Coming up with your Gary's Paint Body halftime report, first half stats, and the schedule for the district tournament coming up locally across these Radio Greenville stations. Your score at the break is Greenville 23, Dobyns-Bennett 21. This is Green Devil basketball, driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WGRV and simulcast through Green Sports Zone.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hardworking equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
Greenville leading at 23-21 here at Hal Henard Gymnasium on senior night. A spirited first quarter for the Green Devils, although they really labored there in that second quarter. Dobyns-Bennett started with the lead at 2-0. Greenville would take the lead at 4-2. It was tied at 4, and the Green Devils would go on a 7-0 run to take a quick 7-point lead. That lead would grow to 9 at the end of the first quarter, 15-6. But to start the second quarter, Greenville was just throwing it all over the map. They would get some buckets, back-to-back buckets for the Green Devils. William Woolsey along with Zy Neal, but the points came far and few between for the Green Devils. As Dobyns-Bennett would rally from that 9-point deficit, they would eventually take a 21-19 lead as they would go on the 15-4 run there in that third quarter of action. But they wouldn't score in the final 2 minutes and change there in that second quarter of play. Greenville would get the last say, tie the game at 21, and take the lead at 23-21 in that first half. For Greenville, they outscored Dobyns-Bennett 15-6 in the first. They were outscored 15-8 in the second. Greenville shot 6 of 11 in the first quarter. They were 4 for 5 shooting in the second quarter. Their problem was they had 9 turnovers in the second quarter. Greenville was 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Jordan Mills has 7. 4 points by Braylon Kidwell and Taryn Clarity, and 2 points apiece, or I should say, and 4 points for Zy Neal. 2 points apiece for William Woolsey and Amir Knight for their total of 23. Greenville playing without what appears to be an ill Parker Quillen tonight, so hoping that he gets better for Friday. We'll need him against Cherokee. Dobyns-Bennett, meanwhile, 3 for 11 shooting in the opening quarter. They were 7 of 14 in the second. They're 10 of 25 for the half. And their issue, truthfully, is they are falling in love with the three-point line. Now, they've hit 1, but they've taken about 15. Yeah, maybe around 1 of 15 from three-point territory. For Dobyns-Bennett, TJ Maxwell, as he has much of the year, 7 points for him tonight. Levi Webb was 6, 4 points for Tyree Thomas, 2 for Carter Atwood, and 2 for Garrison Jones for their total of 21 in this first half. Greenville, 10 turnovers, 9 of them in the second quarter. Dobyns-Bennett with 5 turnovers, 3 in that second quarter consecutively. Back in 1 minute for your Gary's Paint Body halftime report. Your score at the break is Greenville 23, Dobyns-Bennett 21. This is Green Devil basketball driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WGRV and simulcast through Green Sports Zone.
In Greenville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
We wrangle your tangles.
All right, halftime where the Greeneville Greene Devils lead the Dobyns-Bennett Indians 23-21. First game went the way of the Lady Devils as they get a 76-67 decision against Dobyns-Bennett, who will play a play-in tournament game tomorrow. They basically went 15 people. Their starters did play. Had they played the entire game, well, yeah, they hit 13 threes. Greenville's Maria Lyde, a career best 33 tonight. 76-67 was the final. Our district tournament action from Radio Greenville will get underway tomorrow right here on 99.5 FM WGRV. Chucky Doak and West Greene in the district girls elimination game from West Greene High School in Mossheim. Matthew Palazzo will be there tomorrow. Tournament tip-off show 5:45, tip-off at 6. These Greenville teams will play here on WGRV Thursday. The Lady Devils against Volunteer at 6. The boys play Cherokee on Friday at 6. And then Saturday we turn our attention to the District 1 AA from West Ridge right here on WGRV. The girls, South Greene, will play the winner of West Greene Chucky Doak at noon. And then in boys play, Unicoi versus the Chucky Doak Johnson County winner at 3. And at the 4:30 game, West Greene versus the South Greene Happy Valley winner. We can guarantee the noon and 4:30 game, Chucky Doak has to win for the 3 o'clock game to be broadcast. From 103.1 FM WIKQ, Thursday, it's boys playing the District 1 AA elimination game. Happy Valley is at South Greene, tip-off at 6. And on 95.5 FM WSMG, Johnson County at Chucky Doak. That elimination game will tip off also at 6 o'clock. Friday, girls, North Greene will play Cloudland at 7:30. And Saturday, North Greene will play Unaka boys at 7:30. You can follow along from greensportszone.com. We'll have the complete schedule, which is up currently, and all the results from district tournament basketball through Green Sports Zone. Coming up, second half action. Thanks for listening to the Gary's Paint Body halftime report. Your score at the break is Greenville 23, Dobyns-Bennett 21. This is Green Devil basketball, driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WGRV and simulcast through Green Sports Zone.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
All right, welcome back into Hal Henard Gymnasium. Longtime Dobyns-Bennett radio announcer Don Hellman not with the broadcast tonight. Jacob there, so we are sending out get well wishes to Don, who has been in the hospital. Don, we hope you get better and get back on the microphone real soon, buddy. Let's start this second half with Dobyns-Bennett with the ball, but they trail 23-21. Garrison Jones going to start this second half for DB, along with Levi Webb, as Chris Port just interchanges guys, and he can. He's got that ability. And driving it right to the rim and in is Elijah Thomas. It's his first points of the game. He's been frustrated much of the game, and he ties it at 23. Bryant State and courtside game station engineer Jeff Moore. And from the TV side of things, Matthew Palazzo and Tyler Nichols. Tate Russell here tonight as well. He'll have the complete write-up. As Jordan Mills will drive this one to the rim and in. He didn't score in the second quarter, and the Green Devils lead 25-23. Jones, Cutlip a 3. no good, and the three-point struggles continue for the Tribe. And maybe not for long. The girls didn't have any problems. Zy Neal got away with a double dribble. He held the ball, got away with it. Into the front court. Neal with it with Clarity, Woolsey, Kidwell, and Mills on the floor. Neal, maybe an offensive foul it is. Neal will pick up his second. There's a good take. I think it was Jaden Thomas who took that. Jalen. First foul on the team here of this second half. It also is a turnover, the 11th of the game for the Green Devils. Jalen Thomas across the stripe. He's got Elijah Thomas out there with him. Tyree Thomas does not start the second half. Caden Cutlip on the left side, the Unicoi County transfer. He brought his dad with him here to DB as well. He's on the bench with Chris Poore. Casey Atwood, after his dad stepped down as the head coach of Johnson County last year, Casey says, let's go to Kingsport. Dad said, all right. Top of the key with the basketball to the right side, Jalen Thomas. Thomas defended by Zy Neal. Bouncing it to the left side to Webb. Webb to Cutlip. Cutlip backs it out on the left side. On the drive to the rim. Shot it short. No good. Rebounded by Webb. Rejected by Clarity, who comes up with the loose ball as well. On the run into the front court with it is going to be Clarity, and he's going to be rejected by Webb to return it. Webb with a little stare back. Colobro along with Daxton Collins into the contest for DB. Greenville trying to get this thing into a track meet. We'll have Cherokee, the number 1 seed, on Friday. Neal with it on the baseline right side. A Greenville team has not finished as the 4th seed in a conference since the 03-04 year. Here's a pull-up jumper by Neal. That's good. He's got 6. 27-23, 5:45 to play here in this third quarter. Colobro into the front court, swings it to the left side to Elijah Thomas, a 3-ball. This one is off the mark, no good. Clarity soaring to tip the rebound to himself, gets it up ahead to Jordan Mills. It's a fast break 3 that's no good, and the rebound is out of bounds. It's off of DB. Mills was feeling that one. He's been shooting quite well from three-point territory as well, 37%. That one didn't go, though. Neal on the inbound for the Green Devils. Getting it to Clarity underneath on the right foot. Put it up and put it in. Taryn Clarity's got 6. 29-23 Greenville. Colobro between the rings. Elijah Thomas lost it and it's stolen. Jordan Mills comes away with it. He'll drive it, he'll shoot it, and score it. Mills with 11 and a timeout, Chris Poore. We'll take that break and return in 30 seconds. 5:07 to play in the third. The Green Devils lead by 8.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at GatewayNissanGreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
31-23, the Green Devils with the advantage out of the Dobyns-Bennett timeout. Casey Atwood, Garrison Jones, Elijah Thomas, along with Levi Webb, and now Henry Hill on the floor for the Tribe. Jordan Mills. After the game was tied at 23, the Green Devils on an 8-0 run. Turnover as the Green Devils get another steal. Neal drives it, rejected. Webb with another block as Neal went right to the rim. The 7th turnover for DB. Maxwell and Tyree Thomas back in. Well, in for the first time this second half. Inbound is out of play off DB, and I thought Maxwell took it and swatted it out of the hands of Zy Neal. It's what it looked like, which would have been a technical, but they must have inbounded it. So Neal on the inbound again. Supposed to give him a little bit more room than that. They're going to throw it into the back court. Jordan Mills will go track it down. Greenville on an 8-0 run, taking advantage of the Dobyns-Bennett miscues and the turnovers. That's 3 turnovers here of this second half. Here's Kidwell on the left side to Woolsey. Woolsey to Mills. Mills to Neal. Neal on the right side. Woolsey. Mills. Kidwell, sorry. Kidwell with it on the baseline. Back out to Neal. Back to Clarity. Underneath, this will be Mills. Nice move in the paint on Hill. Put it up, but missed it short. Rebounded by DB. Long pass into the front court. Clarity with the catch for the score. Now, here he comes on the turnover. Clarity elevates in the paint, hits the floater. Nice, soft, poised finish by Taryn Clarity. The Green Devils have a 10-point lead, their largest of the game. They're on a 10-0 run. Casey Atwood, defended by Neal. Tough shot is good. Somehow, Carter Atwood, I've called him Casey all game. Carter Atwood with his 4th point, and the Green Devils turn it over. Their second. Clarity tried to get it back. He could not. Atwood with it into the front court. Hill, pass deflected, but it goes to Maxwell. Out to Elijah Thomas for a 3. This one is no good. Tyree Thomas gets the rebound. His putback is no good. Gets his own miss. His putback is no good. The loose ball is still loose. Still loose and out of bounds off Greenville. The woes continue for the Tribe, ending a 10-0 run, but the 3-point line has not been very kind for Dobyns-Bennett in this game at all to this point. Carter, don't call me Casey Atwood, with the jumper for 2 is short and no good. Rebound taken away by Elijah Thomas. His putback is no good. Then he knocks it out of bounds. Well, just shooting woes as a whole now. They were 10 of 25 in the first half. They are 2 for 11 in the third quarter. 33-25, Greenville leading Dobyns-Bennett. They've led by 10. 3 ball, Jordan Mills. Bang! Jordan Mills. Under 3 left, Greenville by 11. Third quarter, Carter Atwood in the paint, getting Neal into the air, and then Neal athletic enough to actually get that block shot on Atwood. Cutlip back into the game. Neal has been a fiend defensively all season long, as Cutlip will come back in for Dobyns-Bennett for the aforementioned Carter, don't call me Casey Atwood. Inbound Maxwell, leaning in, putting it up, putting it in. TJ Maxwell with his 9th point, 36-27, and Dobyns-Bennett knocking the ball out of play on the inbound. So the clock was running. So Bentley's going to adjust that. Wait a couple of seconds. And now start. 2.5 to play here in the third. Across the stripe into the front court. Neal, Maggart. Maggart watched by Elijah Thomas. Dribbles away from him on the spin move. Into the paint. Needs some help, finds Neal, toes the line for 3, banks it in. Got some late night banking at Hal Henard. 39-27, Greenville by their largest number of the game. Back-to-back 3s by the Green Devils. Jordan Mills and now Neal. TJ Maxwell spinning, driving. Oh, wow, what a finish. TJ Maxwell.
TJ Maxwell.
39-29, under 2 to play. Third quarter. Greenville by 10. Clarity on the right side. Trailed all season to DB. Here's a ball tipped into the backcourt. Mills goes back to get it. Gets it to Clarity. To the rim. Missed it short. There's Amir Knight. Grabs it. Puts it in. Counted 1. Amir Knight. Seeing the confidence grow, but have to attack the glass. Cutlip has whistled for that foul, his first on the team. Amir Knight's 4th point. Go to the free throw line. little shaky at the line, missing, and the rebound comes down to Levi Webb. 41-29, Greenville equaling their largest lead. Neal comes up with the steal. Cy Neal had it, and that's a tug of the jersey. It's intentional foul against DB's Cutlip. Who's going to be whistled for that intentional foul. You can't grab the jersey and tug it. So Cutlip will be whistled for his team's second. It'll wipe everybody off the lane as Neal will go to the stripe to shoot. It's an intentional foul, and the Green Devils will have the basketball back. Well, the turnover made worse. And Neal will go to the stripe. This is an easy call. Neal making the first. Chris Bohr arguing it, I get it, but it was right in front of us. You could see the obvious tug, which is it's a fast break opportunity, so therefore it's an easy intentional call. Neal makes both of them. He's 4 for 4 at the stripe. The Green Devils in the game are 4 or 5 at the free throw line. And they have their largest lead at 43-29 with 1:19 to play in the third quarter. Woolsey will inbound. They get the basketball on the intentional. Neal between the rings, center of the floor. Double team comes. Get it to Woolsey. Get it to Kidwell. Kidwell on the right side. Back out between the rings, center of the floor as we approach a minute to play in the third quarter. 5-second count is on Braylon. Braylon's got to get rid of it, and it'll be a 5-second count. Coach Woolsey says that's my fault. Turnover on the Green Devils will be their 13th of the game. Their third here in the quarter. (43-29) Greenville. And DB will face no pressure, bringing it into the front court with a minute to play in the third. Cutlip, Hill, Thomas. Elijah Thomas, curl screen jumper, no good. Gets it back, puts it in. Elijah Thomas with 4. It's 43-31. Greenville. Neal across the stripe. Handles, gets it to an open Kidwell on the baseline, drives it, shoots it, scores it. Braylon Kidwell finishing through some contact. 45-31, Greenville again by 14. 25 seconds. Oh, they're going to call that after everything that happened down here. Wow. It's on Woolsey. Oh, there's a lot of contact down here on this other end. That entire last possession, very similar to just that right there. Jalen Thomas back into the game for DB. 23 seconds left, third. Greenville has opened the lead from a 2-point lead to a 14-point lead. Webb on the inbound, baseline, gets it to Elijah Thomas, elevates over Neal for 2. Elijah Thomas, 45-33. Greenville, 10 seconds. Elijah Thomas battling Kidwell, knocked it away from him initially, and will turn it over eventually. At the buzzer, Elijah Thomas's jumper is no good. We have played 3 quarters of action. At the end of 3, it's Greenville 45, Dobyns-Bennett 33. This is Green Devil basketball, driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WGRV through Green Sports Zone.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside. Or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now get it straight from our doors to yours.
Value, everyday Food City.
12-point Green Devil lead to start the fourth. Greenville will have the basketball, playing Dobyns-Bennett. A turnover by Greenville. Just a poor pass, and then it's given right back to the Green Devils. Kidwell gets it to Clarity. Jordan Mills. Maxwell with Atwood. Elijah Thomas, Jalen Thomas, and Levi Webb on the floor for the Indians. Woolsey, Mills. And again, they get into fourth quarter leads. Greenville has led in the three. Well, here's a three first by Clarity, no good. Kidwell soars for the rebound, can't finish. Webb has the rebound, and a reach-in foul is going to go on Woolsey. It'll be his third, team's first. Couple of good looks at it by the Green Devils, couldn't get it to go. Now, Greenville has led 3 of the 4 losses in conference play in the fourth quarter with under 4 minutes to play in the game, and have lost 3 of those 4, 2 of them in overtime. So here we are, a 12-point lead. It's their largest fourth quarter lead in some time. Fadeaway jumper by Elijah Thomas is good. What a finish. 6 points in the game, now 8 for him. Greenville shot 9 for 11 in the fourth quarter, but here they go with the turnover bug again. Another turnover by Greenville. Leads to a fast break, and Atwood is sent back into next week on the rejection. And is this continuation, or did he step out of bounds? It'll be a foul before the reverse lay-in by Elijah Thomas on Amir Knight. Knight got that emphatic block, I believe. Just insane athleticism by the Green Devils. It's a 45-35 game. Greenville by 10 as TJ Maxwell working, and will get it back to Carter Atwood. Atwood between the rings, center of the floor. His dad is Casey. Left side with it is going to be Thomas, worked over by Mills. Elijah will pull up off the dribble, missed it short, rebounded by Mills. Good box out that time by the Green Devils. Elijah feeling it. And defensively as well, by the way. Kidwell across the stripe. Green Devils 15 turnovers in the game. 6 here in this second half. Clarity. Mills fakes a 3, drives it in for that floater. It's good. That's almost money. Mills with 16. 47-35 Greenville, 6 to play. And a timeout asked for by Dobyns-Bennett. And we shall take that timeout as well. Back in 1 minute, 6:02 to play in the game. Greenville 47, Dobyns-Bennett 35. This is Green Devil basketball, driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WGRV. Simulcast through Green Sports Zone.
Your project needs power. Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric Supply.
For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has proudly served the Tri-Cities with a personal touch, because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet repairs to full plumbing repiping, we have the experience and expertise to get the job done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect solution for your home. Our technicians stand behind their work and always leave your space clean and spotless. Looking for a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
47-35, Greenville with the lead against the Dobyns-Bennett Indians out of this Dobyns-Bennett timeout. Hill, Colobro on the left side. Garrison Jones also back in. Hill. Back to Jalen Thomas. To the left side is Cutlip. Cutlip bouncing it for Jones. Backdoor look for Hill, and he lays it up and in. Well, if really Jordan had turned his head around, he would have seen he was coming right at him. It would have been an easy steal, but that's part of the play. Had I turned my head around, I would have seen that the ball was coming right at my face. Another turnover by the Green Devils. And again, it's a fourth quarter turnover for Greenville, which has reared their ugly head. Now can DB make it pay? Left side front court, bouncing it to the top of the key. Garrison Jones gets it to Jalen Thomas. Thomas back into the corner to Cutlip, fakes a three, gets it out to Jalen, and the ball may have been kicked out of bounds by Clarity. He's all over the place. Taryn just wearing it out. Solid game again by Clarity, 8 points in the game. Hill and Jordan Mills going to be whistled for a bump. Jordan picking up his first foul, team foul number 3. Dobyns-Bennett has done a fabulous job playing this fourth quarter without fouling. Of course, we have not played quite 3 minutes yet. Inbound situation, baseline front court, Jalen Thomas for DB. Greenville by 10. Jones driving on Woolsey right to the rim and in. Garrison Jones. 47-39 as we go under 5 minutes to play in the game. The turnover hurts. And a timeout will be asked for by the Greene Devils here just to kind of get things right. Garrison Jones easily got around the defense that time against the Greeneville Greene Devils. Tournament basketball gets underway this week, beginning tomorrow right here on WGRV. It will be the Chunky Oak Lady Knights and the West Greene Lady Buffs as they play in an elimination game from Mossheim. Coverage at 5:45 with the tournament tip-off show. Tip-off is at 6 o'clock. Tonight, the Tennessee Lady Vols in action in that makeup with Ole Miss. They would have probably rather forgotten about it. They were decimated by the Rebels, 94-81 on the road in Oxford. Meanwhile, I am told by Scott Nichols that the North Carolina-Duke rivalry isn't much of one. It is the North Carolina State matchup that is the rival. Well, the Wolfpack decimated the Tar Heels tonight. We'll have a fun little chat about that in the morning. 47-39 is our score here. Greenville leading Dobyns-Bennett in what could be the oldest non-conference basketball rivalry in the state. 131st meeting between these two teams. It began in 1919. Greenville slinging it around the front court, give it up to Mills, who will drive it, shoot it, miss it. Clarity grabs the rebound and had it knocked from his possession out of play. Ooh, fortunate to hang on to that one. And fortunate to hang on to the possession just overall. Inbound situation for Zy Neal. Neal on the inbound. Will lob it out to Kidwell. Tough man-to-man defense by DB, which has been the case all game. Kidwell driving it to the rim, and he's fouled. They do block the shot. Kidwell will have to earn it at the stripe, but the foul occurred first, then the block second. It'll go on Lucas Colobro. It'll be his first team foul number 1 with 4:31 to play. Now, a Green Devil team this year from the free throw line, 66%. And Braylon, one of the better free throw shooters, but that one not his best effort. Just under 70% this year. Jordan Mills at 89%. Quillen not here tonight, 77%. And Woolsey at 83%. Kidwell missed them both. Rebounded by DB. Here comes Cutlip into the front court, head on a swivel, as Clarity was coming from his 6. Onto the right side with it is Hunter Hill. Hill back out to the top to Jones. Jones got away with steps. Drives on Woolsey, a much better job defensively, but they kick it out to 3 for Maxwell, and it's just not going for him. Offensive rebound putback, though, by Elijah Thomas is good. 47-41, the Green Devils by 6. Woolsey fakes a 3, waits for Neal to bring it into the front court, who does have it now. Elijah Thomas heating up in this second half, all of his points, all 10 in this second half. Top of the key, this is going to be Clarity. On the right side, Kidwell. Back to Clarity, baseline, driving it, kicking it to Neal. Point blank lay-in is good. Zy Neal. Real good patience by the Green Devils on that possession. 49-41, DB goes quick. Hill on the baseline right side to Jones. Skip it to Elijah Thomas, red hot for DB right now. Neal will defend him. Thomas tried to get around him, couldn't. He turned it over. Jordan Mills has it. It's a 2-on-1. They give it to Clarity. Lays it in for 2. Clarity with 10. They finish on the fast break after the turnover. 51-41, Greenville by 10. Thomas to bring it across the stripe for the try. Stolen by Neal. Picking the pocket and then somehow keeping possession. And a timeout will be asked for by the Green Devils. We'll take this break and return in 1 minute. 2:58 to play in this basketball game. Greenville 51, Dobyns-Bennett 41. This is Green Devil basketball, driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WGRV and simulcast through Green Sports Zone. (51-41) Greenville with the advantage and the ball, and 2 timeouts remaining out of this timeout. This is going to be Braylon Kidwell on the inbound. Get it to Neal, watched aggressively by Elijah Thomas, hand on it. Normally a hand check. Neal had it knocked away and stolen by Elijah Thomas. The Green Devils turned it over. Henry into the front court. Woolsey comes up with the steal and gives it right back. And then a whistle and a foul on Clarity, but a good foul by Tarrant. And again, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. I love the aggression. I've loved it so much all year that it has gotten us in trouble at times. It's a 51-41 Green Devil lead with 2:42 to play here. Greenville 8-10 in the recorded history since 1988 here at Hal Henard against Dobyns-Bennett. Webb shoots over Clarity and finishes. Levi Webb, a good finish. He's got 8. 2.5 to play. Can the Green Devils hold the lead? They sling it into the front court and give it up to Kidwell. It's turned over. The Green Devils turn it over again. Dobyns-Bennett has it back with 2:20 left in an 8-point deficit. And a red-hot Elijah Thomas to the rim and in. Elijah Thomas makes it a 6-point game. 51-45, 2:10 left. Into the front court, Braylon Kidwell. Dobyns-Bennett has fouled just once. Their defense has been impeccable, really, the way they have played defense tonight. Jordan Mills, and again, we sling it, it's turned over. Another turnover by Greenville. Long pass into the front court to Cutlip. He'll go baseline and blocked by Neal, but there's an offensive rebound tip in by Webb. Dobyns-Bennett gets a timeout, and Greenville again chunking it all over the place. Back in 30 seconds, 1:43 to play in the game. Greenville leading Dobyns-Bennett by 4.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hardworking equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
In Greenville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive
14 in this game. 45-31 was the latest. They led by 12 at the start of this quarter. They have led by 10. Then that lead, or they led by 10 at 45-35. That lead was trimmed to 6 at 47-41, back out to 10 at 51-41. And since then, it's a 6-0 run on 3 turnovers by Greenville that have yielded 6 straight points for the Tribe. Greenville issues all year with possessing and executing in the fourth quarter and not turning it over. Continue to turn it over here in this fourth quarter. They lead by 4. With 1:40 to play in the game, Mills gets it to Neal, back to Mills, to Clarity, and again the cross-court passes have been very well defended by DB. As Dobyns-Bennett has committed 1 foul. Cutlip will eventually pick up a foul here, his third, team's second. So Greenville will try to possess it as best they can. But again, have labored in this department this year. A minute 27 to play on the inbound will be Neal. Clarity, Neal, lobbing it for Kidwell. Kidwell backs it out near the midcourt stripe. Neal, dangerous pass. Dobyns-Bennett doubles him immediately. And another whistle and another foul on DB. Good effort by Neal to hang with it. Thomas with his third. Third on the try. Into the game will come Jalen Thomas. A little more speed to help trap on these double teams. Neal, the freshman, will inbound it right side in the front court in our location. Clarity, back to Neal. Woolsey, Mills. 1 minute to play, Greenville by 4. Kidwell, Woolsey, turned over. Up ahead is Cutlip, lays it in for 2 more. Caden Cutlip, as Greenville can't get back defensively, it's a 2-point lead. 51-49, knocked away, but Woolsey saves it. Fortunate for the Green Devils. They've turned it over 20 times. Woolsey, back it goes to Mills. 30 seconds to play. Kidwell. And Thomas will pick up this foul to be his 4th, and the 4th on DB. 26 seconds remain. Greenville has squandered a 10-point, 51-41 lead. It's an 8-0 run by DB. Neal on the inbound. And a whistle for a foul on a near turnover. Hill, I think, has whistled for this, and it's a 2-shot bonus for the Green Devils. Hill with his first, and the 5th on DB. Execution here as well, late game situation. Clarity from the free throw line this year. We'll shoot 2. I'll just say that. It rims out, no good. It was all the way down, it wouldn't stay in. 24 seconds left. All Dobyns-Bennett here in this 4th quarter. Have outscored Greenville 16-6. The second is good by Clarity. It's a 3-point Greenville lead. 20 seconds to play. Cutlip across the stripe, watched by Kidwell. Here is Elijah Thomas, 17 seconds. He'll try a 3 off the dribble. That one's no good. Mills grabs the rebound, fouled by Maxwell. It would not have counted as a 3. It was only going to be a 2, as Elijah Thomas's foot was on the line. The official pointed to it right away. It was a tough shot, and the long-range shot has not gone down for DB anyway. The foul going against Maxwell is his first. 2-shot bonus for Jordan Mills at 83% on the year from the stripe. The Green Devils leading it by 3. The first one is good. Mills has 17. A near 20-point average for Mills here in 2026. He has been special in an otherwise tough year, and he's got both, and the Green Devils have a 5-point lead. 10 seconds to play. Cutlip will run it right to the rim. He'll put it in for 2, and a quick timeout will be asked for by Dobyns-Bennett. We'll take the break. Back in 30 seconds here to Hal Henard. Final 7 seconds coming up. Greenville leads it by 3.
For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has proudly served the Tri-Cities with a personal touch, because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet repairs to full plumbing repiping, we have the experience and expertise to get the job done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect solution for your home. Our technicians stand behind their work and always leave your space clean and spotless. Looking for a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours. So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet?
Well, it has been this kind of a year for the Green Devils, one that they could like to not write home about. But the 96-97 team was 6-22. A lot of folks, based on what happened Friday and how they ended the year in the conference, thought, well, we're not going to win again, just 5 wins. But this team is better than their record indicates and are terrifying to anybody they play because of the speed and ferocity in which they do play. They're just ferocious. But they don't always end games and execute at the end. We'll see the final 7.7 here. Greenville with 2 timeouts. DB has 1. And a timeout by the Green Devils. Now we cannot move from the spot, I don't think. No, we did not inbound it, sorry. So they will adjust the clock, I think, 7.7, as they did not inbound the ball. So Greenville calling for and getting the timeout. And they can still run the baseline because they did call the timeout before the ball inbounded. And if that is the case, 0.4 seconds came off of the clock. And we got 7.8 up there, so we've given them an extra 1/10 of a second, which was not correct. Late game situation. This is what this Green Devil team has dealt with this year. Their 4th place finish is the first time they finished outside of the top 2 since 2009-2010. They finished 3rd that year. It's the first 4-loss conference season since the 03-04 team that went 6-4 in the IMAC. They also finished 3rd that year. The first losing season for Greenville since 96-97. That team went 6-22. A win, and they can get to 6 wins for the year. They would be 6-20. They would have and will have the top seed Cherokee on Friday. The semifinals. It should be 7.7 seconds. It's 7.7. But they put 7.8 back on the clock. Nobody knows. Inbound situation clarity once again. Can he get it to Mills? They can. They get it to Neal, but a whistle and a foul. Boy, that was a great inbound defensive play by Dobyns-Bennett. They jumped that pass quickly. The foul will go on Cutlip. 2 shots coming for Jordan Mills. 6 seconds to play. Anything is possible. But you feel comfortable with a 5-point lead in 6 seconds and Dobyns-Bennett with no more time. Well, they do have 1 more timeout. Mills makes the first. The second will surely end it, barring any kind of debacle here at the end of it. Tyree Thomas is in. Brad Woolsey is saying, don't even look at it. $20 for Mills. Greenville by 7. Pull-up jumper, no, and that'll do it. Ball game. Greenville shocks Dobyns-Bennett. One of the top teams in 4A come to Hal Henard and leave with the loss here tonight against an inspired Green Devil team from beginning to end here tonight. A team that played together, a team that looked good playing together as well. It was ultimately a 5-point win, as again, Greenville just gave up that bucket there at the end. I should have said that. But a 5-point victory for the Green Devils here tonight. They earned the split against the Dobyns-Bennett Indians, as now Greenville winners of 3 of the last 5 against the boys from Kingsport. 69th meeting. Greenville gets their 22nd recorded win, but unofficially the 131st meeting, one of the oldest basketball rivalries in the state of Tennessee. Greenville victorious tonight, and Greenville ending this 3-game slide. After their win against Science Hill, they lost to Granger, Cherokee, and Volunteer. Maybe we're in the wrong conference. What a game, and what a victory for Greenville. Coming up, our Gary's Paint Body postgame. Your final, officially, was Greenville 56, Dobyns-Bennett 51. This is Green Devil basketball, driven by Gateway Ford Nissan from WGRV, simulcast through Green Sports Zone.
In Greenville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
we wrangle your tangles.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hardworking equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
All right, a lot to write up there in that one as the Greeneville Greene Devils get the victory against Dobyns-Bennett and end a three-game slide. Their last two wins of the year came against the District 1 4A. The Greeneville Greene Devils went 0-3 to close out conference year. Lost to Granger by 3, an overtime loss to Cherokee, and the 94-80 loss to Volunteer. A game, though, in which they put up 80 points. Hadn't had that type of an effort pretty much all year. They beat University High 75-45, but the most points that they have scored this season, and a loss, and it comes in a loss. So a tough one there for the Greene Devils, as Brad Woolsey will sit and join us. But we'll go through some of this real quick. Greenville gets a 56-51 win. 22 for Mills, 11 for Clarity, 13 for Zion Neal. Elijah Thomas gets 12, 11 for TJ, and 10 for Levi Webb. Greenville shoots, and again, this is crazy stat, 22 of 33. That's all unofficial. Probably 23 of 34. I added one as I missed one there in the fourth. Went 9 of 13 at the free throw line, 7 for 11 in the second half. DB, 13 more shots. Once again, that's offensive rebounds, 25 of 46, but went to the free throw line just once in this basketball game. As Elijah Thomas heated up in the second half, 12 for him. 11 for TJ Maxwell. I'm just going to bring you in. You good? You ready? Yeah? All right, I'll get you going. So for the Greene Devils, this is the type of effort, this is the type of team that we know that we have had much of the year. Again, a little dicey there in the fourth quarter, late game execution. But I love how they persevered and battled through it. And I'm sure, I know that we haven't had wonderful practices.
Right.
But here's a team that came in because I think of Science Hill and DB, the last two victories for this team, because of who you play, I think a little bit. And maybe that mentality changes a little bit now going forward.
Yeah, that's what you hope. I mean, and I'll say this for the kids, man, you couldn't, like even after tough losses, I mean, some of those losses that we've had recently are just so tough. But the very next day, they came in, and you couldn't tell what happened. You couldn't tell what happened the night before. And so they have been a really resilient group. I mean, they've had to just absolutely fight and battle all year, and I'm just so happy that they did this tonight and got a win on senior night for those guys. Just super happy for them.
You know, we threw it around a little bit. It was a little bit dicey, but you know, when it comes down to it, Jordan Mills, who's been solid for us, he's got to be on the floor. And Zai, you know, grows up a little bit even more. Every single game, there's a little bit more and a little bit more where the problems occurred through the third quarter. Yeah. He didn't have that problem. He really handled their pressure very well in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he did. You know, he's improving. Like, really the biggest thing is just maturing, you know, and he's always been he's a mature kid, you know. I mean, he's mature.
Yeah.
But like in terms of the game, maturing and understanding, you know, the right places to do certain things, and he has been much better. You know, we like you were talking about throwing it around. I think we had 8 turnovers in the fourth quarter. You know, I think. And man, we have got to change that. And the thing is, like, it's like we won't hit singles. You know, it's just like just hit singles. That's all we got to do. You just hit singles. Quit. It's home run after home run. It's tough pass after tough pass instead of just hitting singles. And so, you know, we've got to learn. You know, because you know we had enough of a lead tonight where it was strung out enough where we didn't pay the price totally. But you know, we've got to be better on that into things in the end, for sure.
You know, they didn't shoot from three I think they hit one.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I've seen that. Yeah. You know, we've seen that this year. I think unofficially, I'm going to say like 1 for 22. And they didn't have many just wide open free look, but they missed their wide open free looks.
You know, especially early. You know, they were missing some of those looks early, and what our kids did is they rebounded the basketball, because sometimes those looks can turn into offensive rebounds, can turn into layups. And so, you know, the kids, I thought Amir Knight came in and played really well. I mean, he was physical, which is what we got to have. We got to have physicality. And he came in and was physical, you know, finished twice really well, you know, and one didn't convert, but just was really physical. So that was really good to see from him, and you know, because he's a kid that really wants to. You know, Amir's, you know, in terms of, you know, you talk about maturity, you know, just talking about where he was as a freshman. This is like the whole of Amir.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the guy has grown up so much, and he is such a joy to be around at practice every day. You know, he is always live, and even when things don't go his way, when he, you know, when he maybe doesn't get minutes that he wants, you know, it has not changed how he approaches practice. And now, I mean, honestly, in coaching, like I sit and think about what we doing all this, why are we doing all this, and at the end of the day, it is stuff like, and we love winning and we love doing all that, and that's a big part of it. But just when you see kids grow as people, man, it is so awesome. And he's one of those kids. Even, I mean, like I said, classroom, wherever, that he has grown up a lot. And so we're really pleased with how he did tonight.
Oh, listen, it's a trying year, and a lot of it is just this team's going to be good. This team was good, and I even said it to a lot of other people. I said, I think they can be really good. And I didn't realize probably the impact of just the lack of experience in the varsity level would have on anybody and had on this group. And then I think, you know, you're playing so well, and then that first loss comes, and then that second one in the conference, and then that third, and then they're questioning themselves. And I'm sure there's a lot of doubt, and I'm sure there's a lot of, well, it's somebody else's fault, and I'm sure it was that. But, boy, this team has been able to somewhat really keep it together, to be honest with you.
They have, because that narrative is exactly right. Like, I don't feel like we had doubt all year, and then I felt like when we started struggling in the conference a little bit, I felt like some doubt creeped in, and you know, and so that thing can go different ways. But man, these kids have been so resilient and so just tough. I mean, to do what they're doing is tough, and to come to practice every day and in the midst of a lot of adversity is tough. And so, you know, while this has been it's a hard year for all of them. It's hard. It's been hard, but it has been so good. It's been hard, but it's been so good at the same time. Just blessed. I'm blessed. Thank the Lord blessed me with the opportunity to coach these guys this year. Like I'm so thankful for this year and for the growth that we've seen in them, and just the relationships that continue to be made and built. And man, it's and of course it always feels really good when you win. Like
sure.
we're having this moment right now. Where we feel good and it's just it's a good deal. But man, just super proud of these dudes.
The most physical teams you play, Science Hill, Dobyns-Bennett, Bearden.
Yeah.
They should really turn it around. You got Cherokee Friday. You've had success against Cherokee. You had success against them down there in Rogersville. You lost in overtime. You couldn't end the game there in that fourth quarter, and they come and force the overtime, or we forced the overtime, but they ended up winning it. How does this? Do you have a grasp on the team and how this type of a win can propel them going forward?
I think it just gives us a little bit of confidence back, whereas maybe just some doubt, which understandably, man, it's hard to fight that doubt. But I think it gives us just a little bit of confidence going. And I think the guys believe anyway, but it gives us just a little bit more confidence going into it that we can compete. It doesn't change anything about the game. It's going to be a tough game.
Right.
They're hard to guard. They shoot the ball well, and it's going to be really tough. But again, it does help. It does help. It helps confidence. It helps us go to sleep tonight, feel a little better. So, it's good.
I'm going to sleep better. Thanks.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.
Green Devil coach Brad Woolsey as the Green Devils get the victory against Dobyns-Bennett here tonight to get this victory. All right, so tonight ends the regular season. You can get all the recaps of this one and some statistical stuff, some photos, and all sorts of good things. We'll have some highlight package after this one is all said and done through Green Sports Zone, but visit greensportszone.com for the latest on this one. And as we head into the postseason, and again, tomorrow begins our postseason coverage right here on WGRV as the Chucky Doak Lady Knights and the West Green Lady Buffaloes will square off in Mossheim on top of Old Big Ridge. Right here on 99.5 FM, Matthew Palazzo, the tournament tip-off show at 5:45. Tip-off will be 6 o'clock tomorrow. For the complete schedule of the postseason, greensportszone.com. You'll see it says postseason schedules. Very difficult to miss. So just scroll down and you'll find it. And you can find out where you will be or what radio station we will have them on as well. So tune in there. Tonight, the Greenville Lady Devils get a 76-67 victory behind a career-best 33 from the Player of the Year in the conference, Maria Lyde, as they improve to 19-9 on the year, looking for yet another 20-win season. It would be the 5th consecutive. They would have to earn it on Friday against Volunteer, and the on Thursday, and the Greeneville Greene Devils get a 56-51 victory against the Dobyns-Bennett Indians behind 22 from Jordan Mills, 13 from Zy Neal, as Greenville gives Dobyns-Bennett only their second loss of 2026. It's their second loss in their last 13 games. Dobyns-Bennett will get into the conference and the district play on Friday. They play the winner of West Ridge, Morristown East. Greenville will have the top-seeded Cherokee on Friday. Plenty of thanks to all those, especially everybody here on the table. Donna, fabulous. Bentley, good job there, buddy. I got the DJ guy, Cody Ball. I got Metcalf. And, of course, our guys from Green Sports Zone tonight. That would be Tyler Nichols, Matthew Palazzo, and the full write-up from Tate Russell. You can tune in tomorrow to greensportszone.com. Check that out for the latest on this. For Lady Devil coach Annette Watts and Maria Lyde, for Green Devil coach Brad Woolsey, I'm Brian Staten for Jeff Moore saying good night from Hal Henard Gymnasium.